Trust me, dude, hot girls are overrated.
All females are sluts until proven otherwise.
Don't get me wrong, they're fun for a little while, but they are a fucking headache. Money and looks can get you in the door, but game is what keeps you on our mind. Bitches never know what the fuck they want, man.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 573rd edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. We are brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush, the #1 non-habit-forming energy and focus supplement on the market. Be hyper-productive and laser-focused for hours with zero crash and zero jitter. Support your productivity and the show by going to donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush to get your hands on a bottle or 423. I put the link in the description. The link is also in the chat. We are streaming live to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, VK, and OK.ru. So however you are watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. It is March 13th, 2020. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday 13th, actually. The weekend is upon us. And I've got all kinds of plans to be both productive as well as to get some much needed rest. And bear with me here, guys. Bear with me for the next for maybe the first 20 or 30 minutes, guys. I'm dealing with a little bit of a migraine. It was actually full bore about a half an hour ago, and so it's starting to come down a little bit. So my head's pounding pretty badly right now. So I'm not going to be as forceful as I normally am, at least until the medicine kicks in. So bear with me, guys. I'm gonna try to survive the next half an hour or so when the medicine finally fully kicks in. But anyway, I'm gonna break in my new bowling ball. I got another 16-pounder. That is going to allow me to shoot with power and accuracy on oily lanes. The ball I bought a couple weeks back does a great job on oily lanes until, of course, it becomes oil soaked. Now, even though I cleaned my ball with acetone after every practice, every league night, the ball still does absorb oil because I shoot anywhere between 15 and 20 games a week, including on league nights. Because of this, the oil builds up very quickly. Well, this bit me in the ass on Tuesday night, so to make sure this doesn't happen again, I bought another bowling ball with it's a different surface, a much shinier surface, with a much higher grit that doesn't absorb oil at nearly the rate of the ball that I have now. I'm going to be using them both, and the advantage there is that regardless of what the lane conditions are or aren't going to be, I'm going to have a ball for it, which means I am going to shoot consistently, and consistency is absolutely the key when it comes to bowling and bowling balls. You want the same action every time. That's what you shoot for. So I'm excited to add yet another weapon to my arsenal on the lanes. Dev actually got the same ball I did, obviously not a 16-pounder. I think hers is like a 12 or I think it's like a 12 or a 13-pounder. I can't remember exactly. I got another spin bike to add to the TSR gym, so Dev and I can spin together on our cardio days. We're very fortunate to have a gym, and there it is on your screen, guys. That's kind of a quasi tour of the TSR gym, guys. We're fortunate to have a gym, obviously. Because, I mean, the coronavirus, right? Like, I'm sure that gyms are probably, increasingly empty these days because of the coronavirus. But Dev and I, we're going to spin together on either Saturdays or Sundays, just kind of depending upon how things break. So we'll either be getting a workout in one way or another on the weekend. Listen, building this gym, investing the money, I put a shitload of money into this gym. As you guys can see, and it has absolutely been well worth the investment, without a doubt. So I'm looking forward to starting to spin with my girl, keeping her cardio nice and high, keeping her body nice and tight. I also might do a staycation here in Philly. I might head over to the casino, do a little bit of gambling if I can get my head, if my head starts to feel better. Maybe do a nice dinner. And have, drunken hotel room sex, which is always the best sex, by the way. Hotel room sex is always the best sex. So I've got a solid weekend plan. Hope you guys do too. And remember, guys, my 3 weekend rules, guys. Number 1, use condoms. Number 1, call an Uber. And number 3, send that morning after text. Okay, nobody wants an unplanned pregnancy. Nobody wants a DUI. Nobody wants a false rape allegation to deal with. So make sure you follow those 3 rules and you will avoid these pitfalls that have derailed the lives of many, many men. Okay, let's get right to it. So a shout out to Lurie T, who submitted today's article. It actually sent me an article and a video, but I'm just gonna talk about the article. But before I talk about the article, I'm gonna tell you guys a story that I've actually told on this show before. I can't remember what episode I actually told it on exactly, but it is absolutely apropos to what we are talking about today. This has everything to do with what we are talking about today. And I did this actually about a year ago, so my guess is that most of you guys who are watching right now probably haven't heard this story. So I'm going to tell you a story about a good friend of mine down in North Carolina. I actually knew her in paralegal school. Her name was Vanessa. She actually, as it happened, she actually had a front row seat to watch Amy systematically destroy me. So we go way back. No, nothing ever happened between us. She was actually one of the few girls I hadn't hooked up with that first semester at that small community college. Anyway, recently, Vanessa met a guy, and things were going very well. Obviously they have their issues like anybody else, but things were great. They moved in together. They had planned to buy a house. A few months down the road, they find out that she's pregnant. So things are moving along very, very fast, but they love each other. Neither one of them has any plans of slowing this down. They like the pace that this is going. They're madly in love. Until one day, her boyfriend, the father of her unborn child, asked her out of the blue if her ex-boyfriend was black. Gentlemen, she made the biggest mistake of her life when she told him yes. That literally blew up the relationship. He called her all kinds of names. He called her a nigger lover. I mean, dude, he was absolutely incensed. Now, the reason why he asked her out of the blue if her ex-boyfriend was black is because his name was D, right? It never occurred to him to that point that when Vanessa was talking about her ex-boyfriend D, that he was black. So neither one of us, I remember talking to her about this over the phone. Neither one of us could really think of how it is other than he just woke up. Wait a minute. Her ex-boyfriend's name is D. I don't know any white guy who calls himself D, unless of course his name is D. I actually worked with an old guy at a call center who was also a preacher in Vegas. His name was D. It was actually D-E-E. Then of course there's D Brown. He used to play for the Boston Celtics. You know, the blindfolded slam dunks with the Reebok pumps. Anyway. So Vanessa sent me a screen grab of his text message, of one of these text messages. And Vanessa's a white girl. Cryomancer. Vanessa is a white girl. Otherwise, and again, the relationships that are the most polarizing as far as interracial relationships is concerned, it's between black men and white women, right? I don't know how Hispanic men feel about their women dating black guys. My guess is that it's probably not as much of a stigma. But Vanessa was a white girl. Obviously, her now ex-boyfriend and now baby daddy was a white guy. So she sent me a screen grab of a text message that he sent her in the middle of this tirade. And it said, and I quote, "Next time you date a white guy, do yourself a favor and don't tell him you fucked a nigger. It's like a deal breaker." He said, "It is a deal breaker for all white men." Now, obviously, it's not a deal breaker for all white men. There are many factors involved, not the least of which is a man's own sexual market value. A white man with options, a white man who can sleep with, be in relationships, and marry pretty much any woman he wants, is far less likely to get with a white girl who has had a black boyfriend than a white guy who doesn't have as many options. A white guy who has low sexual market value, he'll take what he can get. Oh, you fuck Taquan, DeAnthony, and LaMarcus? Doesn't bother me. Now, on the inside, it does bother him. But because he doesn't have as many options as a high-value white guy, he lets it slide and doesn't really make a big deal out of it, let alone dump her on the spot like a high-value white guy would. if he were to find out. Now, white guys can say, well, it doesn't bother me, but we all know it's a deal breaker. So much. Listen, we all know it's a deal breaker for enough white guys to even be having this conversation. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Stereotypes exist for a reason. Stereotypes seems to have sort of a negative connotation. No, stereotypes exist for a reason. Stereotypes as far as black women are rude, they have attitude, they don't give head, they're masculine. Listen, we can point out all the outliers all we want, but you cannot counter a macro argument with a micro argument. Conventional wisdom comes from a large sample size of experiences by the masses. This is one of the many reasons why the red pill community, the manosphere, exists. Black men have a very negative stereotype as well. Black men, we cheat, we have a bunch of kids, we're criminals, we have tattoos. Guys, I don't take offense to that because I know I'm not the stereotypical black man. But guess what, guys? If I'm keeping it all the way real, I embody a lot of the negative. Stereotypes that black men have in this country. Don't get it twisted, guys. Just because I don't sound like a hood nigga doesn't mean I ain't been in the handcuffs. I am a multiple time convicted felon. I have felonies, plural, right? Just because I don't have a bunch of kids doesn't mean I haven't spent time in jail. Now, white guys will say it out loud. They'll say it, well, it doesn't matter. But it most certainly does. And let's not bullshit each other, guys. This is how white guys feel. If the average white guy with the average white girlfriend found out she dated, fucked, hooked up with, or had anything to do sexually with a black man, as far as he's concerned, she's tainted. Let's not pretend this isn't true because it is. I don't want to hear, well, Donovan, I don't care. Yeah, you do. Just because you don't tell anybody doesn't mean you don't. Here's another story I'll tell you. A girl I used to know in Vegas. When I first met her, she was like, oh my God, she was like 400 pounds. Has had like 3 gastric bypass surgeries, right? She had a sister who was also a white girl, right? Married some high profile lawyer, money, this and that and the third. Well, guess what? Her sister dated nothing but black guys, nothing but niggas all through college. And I remember when she told me about this, I was like, are you serious? Like Tammy used to date niggas for real? She's like, yeah, but don't tell her husband. She told me that Tammy will go to the grave with that secret. We all have different deal breakers for girls, guys. Some guys won't date girls who smoke. Some guys don't date girls with kids. I mean, the list goes on and on. But this deal breaker, this particular deal breaker, seems to be shared by white guys everywhere. So the question is why? Why is it that when a white guy finds out a white girl has fucked around with even a single black guy or had a black boyfriend or dated black guys in the past, he freaks out and dumps her? Why is this a deal breaker for white girls to date white guys? Now, first off, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some disclaimers. First off, guys, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. That goes for black dudes and it goes for white dudes. Guys, today I'm going to talk about some raw, honest truths about the both of us. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Okay? I don't need niggas in here talking about you're devaluing black men. That's not even close to what I'm doing. And if that's what you think, then you're a wannabe red pillar. You're that fake ass pro-black who values feelings over facts. And white boys, I don't need y'all telling me white guys have more game than black guys. No, black guys don't have a genetic advantage over us. Get the fuck out of here. We have more game than y'all because we have to. Necessity, as they say, is the mother of invention. Black women are insufferable and impossible to deal with. And most white women don't even fuck with black dudes. As a result, we have to have airtight game to not get fucked over by black women and to get any play from white girls. So I don't want to hear any of that stuff. Now, the genetic thing, as far as our sports are concerned, dude, look at our leagues. Look at the Mr. Olympia winners over the last 4 decades. Look at the greatest gymnast of all time. France won the World Cup 4 years ago. Half that team was black. Case closed. End of discussion. Miss me with all the statistics and studies and blood tests about testosterone. No. I'm not here to disparage white men or black men. Okay? This is the Sharpe reality. This isn't the Sharpe echo chamber or the Sharpe agree with black people because I'm black. This isn't the Sharpe ponder to white people so they like me. This is TSR. I tell hard and fast truths that are sometimes hard but necessary to hear. And if you can't handle it, get the fuck out. Don't watch my show. I'm not here trying to debate you pro-blacks out here on this bullshit. Y'all are always on some bullshit. Y'all got a fucked up sense of entitlement and reality just like feminists. I actually have an episode called Pro-Blacks Are Just Like Feminists. Go listen to that. Y'all fake-ass niggas out here faking the funk like Michael Bennett in Las Vegas and taking zero accountability for your station in life. Fuck y'all. Get up out of here. And white boys, quit crying and complaining that black dudes are out here fucking all the white girls. That ain't the case. Most white girls want you guys. But y'all's problem is that you guys are fucking bitches. Y'all ain't masculine enough. Y'all are afraid to check a bitch. You're afraid to raise your voice. You're afraid to tell a girl to give you her phone number. You're afraid to pull a bitch's hair during sex. You're afraid to smack your girl's ass when she walks by. You're not man enough, and that's why more white girls are fucking with us. But the good news, guys, white guys, is that you can change that. Understand this, white boys. You guys are still number one on the sexual totem pole. But I'm going to be honest with you. If y'all don't step up y'all's game soon, that's going to change quick. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally, guys. I call them like I see them. I don't make the rules. So again, I'm not trying to bash white guys or black guys. But you guys watch and listen because I keep it all the way real, even if it's hard to hear sometimes. And if you want to change your life, if you want to make your life better, you need to accept hard and fast truths and then do something about it. I love all of you guys, but I'm not here for the racial bullshit. Oh, no. Absolutely not. On that note, now that the scene is set, I'm going to talk a little bit. I'm going to bring up the post that was sent to me by Lori T. And it was actually an article written by Aurora Snow, who is, I guess, a porn star, because it says as an active porn star. It was written back in 2017. And so this is what, 2.5, 3 years ago? And listen, we all know that women don't really spend much time in the porn industry. I think 5 years and they're out. But the name of the article on the Daily Beast is it's entitled, "The Real Reason Female Porn Stars Don't Shoot with Black Guys." The real reason female porn stars don't shoot with black guys. Holy shit, Cryomancer with the $100 super chat. Holy shit, man. $100 super chat. He says, "I like my red pill raw. Spit that game, Donovan, and you're right. I have friends that are white that got no game but pull hot chicks. I know I got game, but get shot down plenty more. Number of averages, 100, man. Cryomancer is keeping it all the way real." I talk about one of my best friends in the world. His name is Paul. Tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's every Anglo slut's dream. When we used to run game together, he pulled chicks a lot easier than I did. I had infinitely more game than he did, but because he is tall and he is white, he pulled chicks easier. No shade on Paul. That's just how this is. Anyway, appreciate that super chat there, Cryomancer. You guys are all my brothers. Black, white, Asian, Latino. You guys are all my brothers. But I'm not here for the disingenuous racial... No, listen. Don't get me started. Anyway. Let's go ahead and break this bad boy down. And I'm actually going to be opening up the phone lines here very soon because I'd like to get your thoughts on why white girls are considered to be tainted by white guys for dating black women. This is a very polarizing topic. But again, I feel like my audience is probably one of the smartest here in the manosphere. Yes, listen, I'm going to be racially biased at times because I'm black. And then sometimes I'm racially biased because I'm trying not to be racially biased, right? So we're going to call this like we see it. I'm going to try to call this thing right down the middle, and we're just going to talk about what's true and what's not. So let's go ahead and get this party started. It says, quote, "As an active porn star, dating outside the adult industry was difficult. The men I met either resented my sexuality or became enamored with the idea of dating an adult performer. Neither worked out well. I went out on a few dates," she says, "with a guy that was infatuated by me. Only it wasn't me he wanted. It was my porn star alter ego. Take me to work. Let me watch you in action, he'd beg. For him, my job was a turn on. Let me actually stop it right there. For her to say as an active porn star, dating outside of the adult industry was difficult. Yeah, no fucking shit. Of course it's difficult. And listen, I think guys fall into one of two camps when it comes to dating porn stars. And I think it's probably 50-50. I think 50% of guys like myself are like, dude, I would never even have sex with a porn star. Dude, fuck that. Because here's the thing. I say this all the time. I'm not the biggest dick Devin's ever taken, right? But I'm not 100% certain that I'm not, right? Maybe I'm the biggest. I'm probably not, but I don't know for sure, right? You date a porn star, you know you're not the biggest or the best she's ever had. You know, and the reason you know this is because the proof is on the internet forever for all the world to see. I don't need to see my girlfriend getting pounded out by some dude, regardless of color, with a 16-inch schlong. I'm not here for that. Makes me look like I have a spaghetti noodle for a dick. I mean, listen, I got a pretty good... I'm not a porn star, but I got a pretty good-sized dick. I'm far above average in that regard. Far above average in that regard. So, yeah, for this woman to say, oh, well, dating outside of the porn industry is very difficult. Yeah, no fucking shit. You're a goddamn porn star. Nobody wants to see their girl getting pounded out on the internet. It continues. For him, my job was a turn-on. For me, there was a sense of security in knowing that after a day's work, there would be no arguments about it later. Quite the opposite, actually. Just hearing about the scenes I filmed that day amped up his libido. His voyeuristic tendencies complemented my chosen profession. Listen, different strokes for different folks, man. Like, if a dude gets turned on by his girl getting pounded out by other dudes, I'm not mad at you. That's not something I would do. That's like my boy Tony eating the booty. A lot of guys like eating booty. A lot of guys like getting their ass licked. AMS says he likes getting his ass licked. No shit on him. Just not something I would do. Just not something I would do. 1,708 people watching. We are exactly 100 away from the TSR record of 1802. So hopefully those numbers keep going. Let's continue. And then, you do black guys? It was more of an accusation than a question. I didn't see the issue. That was just another aspect of my job. If I wanted to keep dating him, I'd have to give up banging the black guys at work. I laughed so hard when he offered up this ridiculous ultimatum. It wasn't black and white, she says. It was sex work. And he was clearly okay with that component. I was dating a racist, she says, and didn't know it. Oh my God. So, this girl thinks that the guy she's dating is a racist because he doesn't want her banging black guys. No, this has nothing to do with him being racist. Let's just call it what it is. The reason why I would think that most men don't want to date a porn star regardless, it's as though she thinks, it's like her boyfriend didn't understand that there are some white porn stars who have much bigger cocks than some black porn stars. Now, he doesn't know this because he watches porn regularly, but here's the thing. Porn is just a caricature of stereotypes, right? Like, listen, I used to have a porn addiction. None of the porn actors had small dicks. None of them had small dicks. They all had far above average huge dicks. The black performers all had gargantuan dicks, but guess what? That's not indicative of real life. The only reason why, and again, I pointed this out, I think in episode 5. The only reason why, one of the many reasons why, let me back up here, that white guys consider white girls to be tainted if they find out she's dated a black dude is, number one, the stereotype of black men, right? Black men, we are stereotyped in the media, movies, etc., as static alphas. Static alphas, right? White guys are considered to be latent betas. We got white guys running around thinking that every single black guy is running around here with a 19-inch dick, and that's not true. Newsflash, I have fucked plenty of girls. I don't have a 19-inch dick, right? Listen, there are white dudes with super huge dicks. There are black guys with super huge dicks. The problem with these white guys is that the only black male porn stars are ones with huge. Every porn star has a big dick, but they don't want to cast the black male porn stars with just a big dick. If you've got a 9-inch dick as a black male porn star, that ain't big enough. You need to be up in the double digits, my friend. And because of this, white dudes think that every black man is hung like a horse. That's not true. Absolutely not true. Whoa! Holy shit. Tim Taylor with the $400 super chat. Tim Taylor with the $400 super chat. We have just broken the TSR record for viewers at 1,827. Who knows? We might even get to 2,000. Tim Taylor with the $400 super chat. He says, I think it's less racial bias. Myself, I don't like dating women who have been with superior men in, i.e. better earners, better shape, better in bed. I think white guys that don't date white girls that have been with black guys are scared they can't measure up. And that's got to do with stereotypes of the bad boy, buff, well endowed. Dude, Tim Taylor, you literally just put episode 5 right there in the super chat. I have said this almost in my own words before. If I was dating a woman, if I was dating a girl, okay, and she went on and on about how she is pining about her ex-boyfriend, right? What if her ex-boyfriend was 6'4", 250 pounds, drove a Lamborghini, had an 11-inch cock? Guess what? I wouldn't go out on another date with her. You want to know why? Because I don't measure up in any case. But you want to know something, guys? His race would be of zero consequence. It doesn't matter if he's black, white, Asian, Latino. Doesn't matter. 6'4", 250, 11-inch dick, Lamborghini, rich. That's it. I'm out. I don't measure up regardless of that. Doesn't matter what his race is. It has to do with superiority, and Tim Taylor with the $400 super chat nails it on the head. This is what I'm talking about, guys. But this girl doesn't understand that that's what her boyfriend has on his mind. No, she says, I was dating a racist and didn't know it. Calling him out on the discrimination, she says, was offensive, he said. He preferred to call it an insecurity, claiming a deep, dark fear of never measuring up. You see right there, guys? Do you see right there, guys? He straight up told her. Guys never tell women they're insecure. A guy would never say, well, I'm not insecure, right? But this dude this dude is not a racist. So much so, or he doesn't want to be known as a racist. So much so that he has to tell his girlfriend, listen, it's an insecurity. I know that I think black guys have bigger dicks than me. That's what. They're both ignorant in this regard. She has no idea why he's insecure about black guys. He has no idea that the average black guy, the average cock is like 6 inches. Black guys don't have bigger cocks than white guys. On average, guys, they're both about the same. Like I said, there are white guys with big dicks. There are black guys with big dicks. There are white guys with small dicks. There are black guys with small dicks. That's how this works. She continues, I hadn't thought about that relationship in years until I saw XXX star Janice Griffith's recent tweet. A reason porn girls won't shoot with black guys. Their boyfriends don't like it. I'm actually going to put that tweet up here. So here's that tweet. Or that's not that tweet, but at Rico Shades, I guess he works for a porn company. He said, we lost a girl this week. We've shot several times due to her paranoid boyfriend's, quote, no black dick rule. But we've got 3 new ones, so fuck it. Again, guys, this is universal. It does not matter. Doesn't matter. All white guys, or not all white guys, but most white guys won't go near white girls if they find out that they fucked even one black guy. Oh, they're okay with their girlfriend getting pounded out in a gangbang as long as they don't have sex with a black guy. So it's okay for her to get pounded out by 5 different dudes, do a bukkake, right? It's okay for that, but she can't have sex with Tyrone, right? She's okay with being used as finger cuffs. She's okay with double and triple penetration, but he doesn't want her doing a scene with Daquan. That's all this is. Let's continue. And I'm going to open up the phone lines here very, very shortly. Then the memories came flooding back, as did the questions. I'd always assumed Lil Wayne's rap in, quote, knockout, once you go black, you never go black, was a tongue-in-cheek statement. But maybe this was actually called Tongue and Cheeks. She's a porn star, not a writer, guys. Obviously, she's going to be lacking in the upstairs department. Can't have it all. But maybe porn played a part in perpetuating these stereotypes with titles like Black Cravings, White Chicks, Big Black Dicks. There's definitely a stigma. Some guys worry. If my girl fucks a black guy, she'll run away with him because his dick's bigger, he'll fuck her brains out. It's the myth of once you go black, you don't go back. I've seen it. I know guys think that way. It's naive to think that doesn't exist, says T. Real, owner of Ideal Image Models. As one of the rare black agents in the adult entertainment business, T. Real believes that company owners themselves have perpetuated these stereotypes. The way the business approaches it now, it's not so much a racist position. It's a business position for content producers to get people to their network. He says, yes, again, the reason why they don't cast black men with big dicks in porn is because they need to perpetuate the stereotype of the HBC, the huge black cock. Well, what are you, 9.5 inches? What's 8 inches of girth? Nah, not big enough. We need somebody. You got to be at least in the double digits. Got to be at least 10 inches. This is how this goes, guys. This is how this goes. From an agent's perspective, it continues, it's about making the most amount of money while building a brand in the process. As an agent, I don't want to take someone on board who isn't willing to work as much as possible. If you've got a boyfriend who doesn't want you fucking black dudes, then that's between you two. It's your body, but there's no real difference. It's all in how it's marketed. Real fucking talk, man. Real fucking talk. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I don't lose my place. When blonde curvy model Leela Falcon married a man who supported her career but had one rule: no black guys. To please her hubby, she declined interracial scenes. In porn lingo, interracial typically means black guy, white girl. That right there. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines because I'm nearly finished reading this article. Anytime somebody says interracial dating, okay, dude, better than 9 times out of 10, they're talking about black dudes and white girls. That's what this is. That's what it is. Let's not make any bones about it. It's between black dudes and white girls. That's just all there is to it, right? Well, it's the same in porn. When somebody says she's in an interracial relationship, they're assuming they're not talking about a Latina and an Asian guy. Hell, I mean, for all we know, interracial dating might mean a Jamaican girl and a guy from Iceland, right? Nope. It's black dudes and white girls. 99.9% of the time, that's what they're talking about. Some people, she said I was a dodger, which is a word for a girl who won't do black guys. I didn't like it at all. It was very weird to be entering the industry like that, explaining that I can't do interracial because I'm married, says Falcon. My husband was black, she said, and it made him jealous. Gentlemen, even black guys buy in to the stereotype perpetuated by pornography and the media. Her husband was black, but he had the no black guys rule. No black dick. I'm here to tell you, that's how this is. The myth of the big black cock is so permeated in our culture that even black guys buy into it. Her husband is black. He still has a no black dick rule. Not wanting to do anything that might take a toll on the... Now, wait, hold on. Let me back up here. It's so funny that this porn star is married, right? Right? It was weird, she says, to be entering the industry like that, explaining that I can't do interracial because I'm married. So, again, your husband is okay with you getting banged out by 6 frat boys, but, wait, listen. I'm married, so I can't do black guys. Do you guys see how this works? It's okay for her to be in a gangbang. It's okay for her, for dudes to be running trains on her. Can't bang any black guys. Not wanting to do anything that might take a toll on the marriage, Falcon accepted her now ex-husband's parameters. I wonder why it didn't work out. A decision she says she now regrets. I will never let a man dictate what I will do in my career. If someone is going to accept you, they need to accept all of you, she says. Ironically enough, hang on a second. Ironically enough, that dichotomy is tangible and it does exist. Offers 3-time Avian Male Performer of the Year and Hall of Famer Lexington Steele. Oh, that's a cool fucking name. Lexington Steele. Oh, he's a... Okay, all right, I got you. Lexington Steele. Prices for interracial fluctuate, and he's all too aware of it. Forgive me, guys, I'm stumbling through this because I don't have these in my notes. I'm actually just reading off the screen here. Half the time, the rates do not reflect whether it's interracial or not, but the other half of the time, you are well aware that your rates are being jockeyed. I'm a performer, director, producer, and distributed, so I know I'm being jacked. So now I pay $200 to $400 premium because I'm black, says Steele. Oh, Lexington Steele is black. Wait a minute. Hang on a second, guys. Offers 3-time Avian. Wow, okay. Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay, all right, that makes sense now. Okay, this would, okay, so this would most likely be branded discriminatory in other industries, but not in porn. That makes all the sense in the world. That makes sense, dude. All right, I got you. It concludes, still, he approaches his 20th year in adult entertainment. As he approaches his 20th year in the adult entertainment business, Steele has noticed a distinct change in the industry regarding the perception of race among new performers. The girls of this generation, the 18 to 25-year-olds coming to the industries, are to be commended. It's a very holistic society, says Steele. The girls themselves don't care whether the guys are black or white. It's really those that control, as always. The relevance of color is low on their spectrum as opposed to people making decisions for them, like their agents, boyfriends, husbands, etc. Perhaps, it concludes, it's time to stop letting men dictate the rules. Holy shit. Wow. Man, oh man. The phone lines are absolutely lit up. I'm going to get to you guys in just a second. You guys sit tight. 1,913 people, 15 in, or not in the chat, but watching. 1,925 people now watching. This is unbelievable. Almost 2,000 watching. Big thanks goes out to Phineas Henshaw with the $10 super chat. He says, what non-black man wants to have a black man with their daughter? Almost none. Listen, 100%. And you want to know something? This is actually, not only is it biological, it's a personal thing. I've done an episode called Why White Fathers and Black Mothers Hate It When Their Teenagers Date Interracially. When a white man's white daughter dates a black guy, he sees that as a rejection of him, and he should. If you're a white father and your white daughter likes black guys, chances are you were a weak father. That's how this goes. Regardless of race, girls understand what masculinity is, but more importantly, they understand what masculinity isn't. Little white girls see their white fathers getting pushed around by their moms. They don't want to be with guys like that. They want to be with guys who have their shit together. Guys who grab their balls and let their Y chromosome do the talking every once in a while. Unfortunately for them, they haven't seen it anywhere when they're growing up in their father. So what do? They go looking for it elsewhere. And more often than not, they find it with black guys. It's the same with black mothers and their black sons. We as men, we understand and know what femininity is, right? That's one of the main reasons black mothers hate it when their black sons date white girls, because they know once he starts dating white girls, that's it. That is it. And the reason why black boys date white girls is because his mother wasn't feminine. White girls date black boys because dad wasn't masculine. That's how this goes. Very good super chat. Very, very good super chat. Hugh James Davidson with the 10 British pounds says, I don't know about Americans, but in Britain, it's usually a warning. She is promiscuous as there are not many black people in Britain, only about 4%. Yeah. Yeah, listen, wow, that's really low. The percentage of black people here in the United States, I think, is 13%. So, yeah. I mean, listen, if you're looking for a sign of promiscuity, that would absolutely be it. All right. Dave94 with 99 Mexican pesos, which is around about Around about $4.50. He says, we don't like to feel inferior and not being able to do something about it. This is similar to height, but at least on that case, we can get on or get in shape. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more, man. I get it. Thomas Conservative with the $5 super chat says, love your channel. Everybody's staying in due to Corona. Hashtag YouTube Corona bump. Yeah, that might be a big reason for that. 1,954 people watching. Let's see if we can get to the 2,000. Let's see if we can get to the 2,000 viewer mark. All right, let me shout out my members, and then we will hit the phone lines here. Pimped Out Geese, Republic of Awesome, the Neg 1. Ace and Spades, Cryomancer, again with that $100 super chat. Tim Talo with the $400 super chat. Unfucking believable. I greatly appreciate you guys' support there. Playboy Hitch. Shout out to you, my friend. Southern Israelite. Brand new here at TSR Towers. Hugh James Davidson is the newest of the TSR members. Appreciate that. Tom Brokaw is in the... Oh, by the way, Tom, Devin told me that your mother had the coronavirus. I didn't see it in the chat. She told me afterwards, hopefully she's doing all right, man. Make sure you keep us posted on that. Bramblebush is in the house. Barrett B33. He says the reason is because of genetic evolution. Also during slavery, the biggest and strongest were selected and the frail were bred out. Okay. Republic of Awesome says life ain't fair. It's up to us to up our game and value. Sharpe Assist is in the house. Good to see him in here. All right. New York's Ninth Wonder said Dawn Damage is the long-term investment with ample dividends. I don't know if that was a question or a statement. Falcon RS says interracial fetish makes money because people still deem it kinky, uncommon, and inappropriate. I agree. Barrett B33 says another reason is because it's more people to worry about her cheating with. If she likes only one race, then you don't have to worry about as much competition. Yeah, that makes sense. It is a numbers game, I suppose. Excellent. Okay. All right, guys. Are we, man, listen, it's time for that hot fire. It is time for that hot fire. We are about to start taking phone calls. I want to get your thoughts. I want to get your stories on interracial dating. Are white girls who've dated black guys tainted? And look, man, if you're a white guy and you say yes, I'm not going to be offended by that, right? Like, I totally get it. I totally understand it. All right, here we go. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get on the show. And for whatever reason, I can't see the hold time for any of you guys. All right. No worries. Area code 571. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's Prince again from Atlanta.
Prince in Atlanta. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Every day you tell a story that is like related to me in some type of way. Man, I think I've had sex with too many women.
Tell it, brother.
You were saying something about, I remember, I think I want to do something where I call you and tell you like about my summer after my divorce, where I just approached countless women and then went on dates with different types of women, older or younger. But I want to tell you about a story about a teacher in Atlanta that I had met. She was in her 40s at the time. And you know, she was attractive, but she had 5 sons.
Ooh.
She had 5 sons.
God
right.
Damn.
So, but they were all like athletic, tall, football, square-jawed, young kids.
Oh,
but,
wow.
you know, I was going through the red pill at the time. And, you know, I took your advice to heart during that time because I've been listening to you over a year and a half. So I was taking your advice at the time. You know, I was just, you know, she was basically I was dumping, using her as a dump site, basically.
Sure.
During that time, she had an issue with her sons dating white girls because they all dated white girls. All of them dated white girls.
Real quick, Prince. Real quick.
Yeah.
So this woman who had 5 sons, my guess is that she was black, correct?
She was definitely black.
There you go.
She was.
There you go.
She definitely had masculine tendencies, like you said, because she was just like a bitch. She said, "Oh, I just wanted somebody who wants to take care of me, but nobody knows how to treat me." Blah blah blah, all that stuff. Well, sweetheart, you got 5 sons, and
right.
I mean,
somebody's going to take
Christ,
care of you.
You know what I mean? Your room. All right. And that theory was right about a dirty room is just a promiscuous girl.
There you
all
go.
in
Oh
itself.
yeah.
So
yeah.
that's
If there's a mess on her,
on
her floor, she's probably a whore.
Right. So basically, what happened was, she used to get mad, and so she personally got into a fight with one of the white girls that her son was dating. But her son used to pass these girls around. So the reason why they got into the fight was because her sons were basically passing this like group of white girls that were just infatuated with them because they were like football players. They were football kind of like rising football stars. But she was being overprotected because I felt like it was because they were white girls and they were just like always with them. But then I felt like it did show that the fathers had to be weak because these white girls would be there all the time.
No, Prince, listen, hang on 1 second. It has nothing to do with the father, okay? Now, I don't want to say it has nothing to do with the father, but I'm telling you, black boys who decide to date white girls, we don't do it consciously, okay? Just like white girls don't consciously decide to date black guys. Bramblebush in the chat sums this up perfectly. It doesn't have anything to do with dad, okay? That means she was a failure as a mother. If you are a white father and your daughter likes black dudes, you have failed as a father. If you're a black father and your black daughter decides to date white guys, you are a failure as a father. This is the way a lot of people think. Now, whether you're a failure as a father or a mother, who knows? That remains to be seen. I don't know what happens behind closed doors, but this is why that black mother had a problem with her black sons dating white girls, because deep down inside, she thinks to herself, where did I go wrong? It is a slap in the face when your sons or daughters that are the same race as you decide to date what they deem as the opposite of you. It's a slap in the face. White fathers and black mothers take this personally, and they should. Because again, if the opposite sex your child decides to date the opposite race, this means you either weren't masculine enough as a father or you weren't feminine enough as a mother. I'll give you the last word, Prince.
Yeah, Donovan. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I really, really enjoy the content.
Appreciate
it's
it,
helping me along with my breakdown, and I can't wait to get my podcast on the air. I would love to work with you, man. You are very intelligent. Your memory is impeccable. I really want to try that Gorilla on my verse. Keep up the good work, man.
Well, thanks for the call, Prince in Atlanta. And listen, man, I've always had a really good memory. That was before Gorilla Mind Rush. I don't know. Maybe Gorilla Mind Rush enhances the memory. Who knows? Area code 678, I'm going to come to you in just a second. I'm sorry, area code 347, I'm coming to you in just a second. Let me read out a couple of super chats here. So Bramblebush with the $5 super chat says, so a white girl dating a black guy is a slut tell, and what kind of flag would that be? No. A white girl who dates a black guy is not necessarily a slut tell. Because again, my high school sweetheart, her name was Jill. She wasn't a slut. Like, I was the first guy who ever fucked her, right? Now, what she did after that, who knows, right? And I know that is an extreme example, but there's a big difference and Charles Merchant Charles Merchant, good to see you. Charles Merchant is actually one of the original TSR OGs. He's up there with Freelance Ronin. So Charles Merchant with the $20 super chat sums this up perfectly. He says, white women that only date black men are tainted. Mud sharks. Boom. That's it. Listen, there are some white girls who date black guys and white guys, right? They find black guys attractive. They find white guys attractive. Of course they see color, but there are just certain things about the races that just turns them on. Okay, that's fine. But a white girl who dates exclusively black guys, absolutely a slut tell, probably a crimson flag. I don't know if you buy into the BBC myth. Good question there by Bramblebush and Merchant with the answer. Merciless Fix with the $20 super chat says, white men don't like black men banging white girls. Black men don't like their white girls looking at other black men. You goddamn right. You're goddamn right. 80% of white chicks find black men sexy. We don't have to be successful, which pisses off white men more. Dude, listen, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. And again, girls give white men the right of first refusal. Okay? All right, I'm going to take a look at these white guys because white guys are at the top of the sexual totem pole. I think we all know that. But if she's not seeing enough masculinity from white guys, she's going to go to where she finds masculinity. Now, a lot of people say, well, thug culture and all this other kind is not masculine. Hey, maybe not, but it's more masculine than these beta bitch boys over here, right? We always wonder, why do girls like these thugs and all these hood niggas? It has nothing to do with the culture and every bit to do with, you know what? Say what you will about hood niggas. They're more masculine than white guys. They have more perceived masculinity than white guys. This is why there's some white girls who only date black guys, because there's just not much masculinity as far as they're concerned with white guys. Very, very good. Good question there. The Pool Dork, the newest member of TSR Towers. Appreciate that. Tom Brokaw says all races of people from lower socioeconomic areas are more promiscuous. Yeah, right, obviously. The less educated a woman is, the more she sleeps around. Absolutely. Area code 347. Area code 347. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's Anon from New York. I called in on Monday.
Hey, what's going on, man?
So you probably remember me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going well. So, yeah, I just wanted to answer your question first off because I know you're looking for the answer to that. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with interracial dating within my life, which is about 6 so far.
Okay.
Have not been Asian, okay? And that's not by choice. It's not like I've been purposely rejecting Asian women.
Sure.
But second off, you know, these stereotypes that we as a society have relating to penis size and race, I think it just harms everybody. Like, speaking from my experience.
Oh yeah.
This whole like Asian guy having a small dick thing has kind of ruined my life pretty much up to this point, because every single relationship that I've been in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking, oh my God, I'm probably the smallest guy she's ever been with. And because I think that, I've convinced myself that she's doing a favor to me by even being with me. So that's why I have trouble setting boundaries in relationships and setting expectations, you know?
Let me ask you something,
and it's just killed my game and killed everything.
I understand. Let me ask you something. This is going to be a real personal question. How big's your dick? Have you ever measured it?
The exact measurement, 5 7/8 inches.
Guess what, Anon? You
the
don't
exact measurement right there.
Okay, listen, you don't have a small dick, dude. The average male dick size, I think, is anywhere between 5.5, 6 inches. But guess what? Your dick size has nothing to do with you setting boundaries. Oh, no. No. If you're with a girl who does not allow you to set boundaries, it's because she doesn't like you. It has nothing to do with dick size. Dude, there's this one chick, I was trying to fuck her for 2 years, right? Her name was Danielle. Dude, hot blonde. She was a MILF, 42, 43 years old, big ass fake titties. Could fuck any man she wanted. She was hung up on some firefighter she was dating in California. His name was Bart. She told me he had a small dick. She could not get enough of this guy. Okay? But guess what? Bart was a firefighter. You understand what I'm saying there? So Bart had a small dick. Danielle still chased him. There was another girl I banged. Her name was Erica. She used to date a guy named Alex. She said to me, this is actually, oh my God, I can't believe you made this phone call. I wrote an article on Return of Kings that are called The Pros and Cons of Game for Black Men in the West. And in that article, I told a story about a girl that I was on a date with. She had just broken up with her boyfriend. And you know what? I'm going to look it up right now. If you'll stay with me here and on. The Pros and Cons of Black Men in the West, Donovan Sharpe. Hopefully Roosh went in and he took down all of his game articles, of course, because he's on the straight and narrow now. He's following after God. But, okay, so check this out. Give me 1 second here. Actually, you know what? It was in another article that I wrote. Does size matter? It's called, I know this is terrible radio. Donovan Sharpe. It's called, here it is. So it's on Return of Kings, and the name of the article is Research Shows That Equipment Isn't a Priority for Most Women. Okay? She said to me, and I quote, "The sex used to be great, but I got tired of him being a 1-minute man with a small thing." That's what she said to me. You know what I said? I said, well, I've got him totally beat because I'm going to give you 90 seconds of pleasure with my 3-inch destroyer. Just you wait. Right? Now, of course, she laughed and we ended up having a good time. I fucked her in this and that and the other. More importantly, Anon, her statement is further proof of the size of the sword and the motion in the ocean. She acknowledged that her ex-boyfriend had a small dick, but the sex was great anyway. She only got bored when his performance tanked, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that size doesn't matter, but Anon, here's what you need to understand. I'm going to leave you. I'm about to change your life. Does size matter as far as girls are concerned? Yes. Only if you are in the top or bottom 1%. If you are anywhere between the bottom 10% and the the bottom 90% and the top 10%, dude, dicks feel pretty much the same to girls. Obviously, if you have a 2-inch dick, it's going to feel different. Obviously, if you have a 12-inch dick, it's going to feel different. Dude, honestly, Anon, your dick is 5 7/8. Dude, my dick is 7 5/8. I promise you, if we fucked the same girl, it wouldn't feel any different. Except for maybe I would pull her hair and smack her ass. Something, my guess, is something you probably haven't done. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
There you see? Listen, Anon, check this out. And I'm going to leave you with this. All you need to do to give a girl good sex, you need to do 3 things. Fuck her hard, pull her hair, and smack her ass. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're 5 7/8 like you or 7 5/8 like me. If you pull her hair, smack her ass, and fuck her hard, dude, she's going to consider that to be good sex. And at that point, that has nothing to do, your dick size has nothing to do with boundaries. So go forth and prosper with your humongous phallus. Yeah, listen, Anon in New York is he's a young guy. He's a young guy sort of coming into his own. But no, like the small dick Asian stereotype is absolutely, no, that's not ruining his life, dude. Perish the thought. Anon, go to my website. Read my articles, man. DonovanSharpe.com. You know what? I'm actually going to research I'm going to put this in the chat. Anon, I'm going to put the name of this I'm going to put this article in the chat so that you can see, so that you can go to this. I guarantee you're going to feel a lot better about this. Excellent call. The Bull Dork with the $5 super chat says, a year into Red Pill. Love your content. Appreciate that. TPD. Peter B with the $10 super chat says, just paying my dues. We owe you big time for the valuable information. I appreciate that. Merciless 6 with another $10 super chat says, women in general love the protective nature of a man. That's masculinity. Why else are the highest grossing movies in history are about a man saving the day? Merciless 6, you're threatening my job here, man. Boom, there it is. That's the comment of the day there by Merciless 6. Good shit. Excellent. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 815. Area code 815. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. My name is Ian. I'm calling in Santa Barbara.
Ian in Santa Barbara. How you doing, brother?
And doing pretty good. How you doing, man?
Good.
You picked a really good topic today, as you can see.
Thank you.
Look, so the basic main reason I would say that white girls are tainted, quote unquote, as you're saying, is if they've been with a black guy, is because it's a really clear sign for most guys that they consider themselves low quality.
Ooh.
Like as a woman, they consider themselves like, and that's like a very insecure, like daddy issue, as you've touched on, and that's basically like, okay, I mean, if she's been with black guys and that's like what she's into, then that's more or less like just let them have her, is our attitude.
Gotcha.
That's the best way I could put it for you, dude.
No, that makes sense. And again, I'm not taking offense to this. So just please understand that's what I'm doing. Okay, good.
And
so,
I think that also like the thug culture is like almost like a perversion of masculinity.
Oh, yes.
Is 100%. How I would put that.
100%.
So because they have no masculine role model at home with their dad, and that causes them to have daddy issues, and then they sleep with black men, which is like like the thug culture is like a perversion of masculinity.
Sure. Let me ask you a question,
That's
Ian.
pretty much the best
Let me ask
way
you. No, I got
yeah.
you. So let me ask you a question. So do you think that a white girl? There's two girls. Okay. One's name is Amy. One's name is Stephanie. Okay. Amy has dated 20 guys in her life. Of the 20 guys, 2 of them are black. Okay. Then there's Stephanie. Stephanie has also dated 20 guys in her life. All of them have been black. Does Amy think she's low quality?
No.
Okay.
No, that's
so,
a little different.
Okay.
If she's
Well, that
only
makes
been
sense.
with black guys exclusively, that's different. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
That's
I
even
gotcha.
lower quality.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So Amy, so you think so in your, and again, I'm just asking questions here. So it's your assertion that
Of course.
white girls who have dated, so the least amount of black guys that any given white girl has dated, I guess the higher their perceived value is, right? So if a girl exclusively dates black guys, she knows that she knows she's low quality. A girl who has dated maybe 2 black guys, maybe
absolutely.
not so much.
You've got it, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much
You know
nailed
what?
the formula right
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Listen, Ian, and thanks for the call. You know what? I think I agree. And here's the thing. This isn't to say, oh my God, Donovan says that any white girl who dates black guys is low quality. No, guys, I've dated many, many high quality white girls. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. No, this is 100% about perceptions, right? Jill's father hated me, guys. He didn't really hate me, but he didn't like that his white daughter, and Jill was a beautiful white girl, blonde hair, steel green eyes. I mean, right? But Jill's father didn't want it to get out that she was dating a black guy. You want to know why? Because the minute word gets out that a white girl dates black guys, that's it. White boys stay away from her, right? And white girls know this. So white girls who start dating black guys exclusively, maybe they think they're not good enough for white boys, right? We all know the stereotype of the fat white girl who dates nothing but black guys. That stereotype is there because a lot of times it's true. Now, there are white dudes dating big white girls, but those aren't high quality dudes. No. Black dudes, for whatever reason, there are some black dudes who make these big white girls feel sexy. So if a white girl in her mind has it in her mind that, you know what, I'm not really that high quality, and again, this is all subconscious. She thinks, you know what, I gotta get in where I fit in. I gotta go where I'm wanted. No, this doesn't mean that I think that black dudes are low quality. No, that's not what I'm saying. This has everything to do with perception. Everything to do with perception. Very, very good call there, buddy. See, that's the kind of honesty I need. Let's go to area code 678. Area code 678, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name and your location?
It's Ifo from Atlanta. How you doing?
Ifo, what's going on, man?
Doing good. How come that society, how come it's bad for a white woman date a black guy, but it's okay for a black woman date a white guy?
That is a very good question. What Ifo in Atlanta is saying is how come the world loses its collective mind? And listen, Ifo, I think it would be disingenuous not to at least point out that interracial relationships between black women and black men and white women are a little more acceptable. Not much, but it seems that society is a little more tolerant. That being said, yes, people lose their minds, right? White men and black women lose their minds when they see a guy like me walking down the street with a girl that looks like Dev, right? But when they see a black woman with a white man, nobody really seems to care, right? And you want to know why they don't lose their collective minds over this. This is really simple. And I want you to pay attention, Ifo. Okay? Let's take the first interracial relationship. Let's take the black man and the white woman, right? The black man and the white woman. The reason why black women don't like it when black men date white girls is because black women know that black men are their only option. Yes, there are other races of men that date black women. I know and understand that, but that is the vast minority. Black women are the least preferred, period. I'm not saying this to slight black women. This is just how it is. Black women are the lowest on the sexual totem pole. And when their counterparts, black men, start deserting them for other races of women, of course they're going to lose their minds because they know that other races of men aren't checking for them, right? Well, guess what, Ifo? It's the same reason why they don't lose their minds. It's the same reason why white guys don't lose their mind when they see a black woman with a white guy, right? White guys are like, okay, so she's dating a white guy. Big deal. I can date any kind of woman I want. The people who don't have a problem with interracial dating are people with options. We as black men, we don't care that black women date white men. You want to know why we don't care? Because we have other options. Black women care because they don't, right? White guys, on the other hand, they care very much when they see white girls dating black guys because a lot of those white guys don't have the same kind of options. It's all about options. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I didn't hear anything else from Efo, so I assumed that he was gone. But yeah, that's the reason why, man. It is all about options. And this is funny. I think a lot of people have to do some self-introspection. And my migraine headache is completely gone now. Right? It is all about options. Regardless of your race, if you have a problem with interracial dating, you're going to have to understand that your problem is not really with interracial dating. No, the problem is with you. If you're a black man and you have a problem with black women dating white guys, my nigga, that's you. That's on you, bruh. Black men who have a problem with black women dating white guys, the reason they have a problem with that is because they don't realize they have options, right? Any black man who has a problem with black women dating white guys, you need to take a look in the mirror and be like, you know what? Maybe it's because I don't think I have options. Right? Now, there are also some legacy concerns, right? There are a lot of black people who like to say, well, what about nation building? Get out of here with that. That's that disingenuous, well, no, no. And again, black men who have had a problem with black women dating outside their race, they point out all of these other things, right? Well, it's Marxist, right? Strong and independent. It's for legacy. I want my grandchildren to look like me, the extinguishing of the black race, and so on and so forth. 94% of black men are with black women. I don't want to hear any of that nation-building nonsense. No, they use those things as excuses to cover up the fact that they don't think they can date outside their race. That's what that is. White guys who have a problem with black men dating white women, it's because they don't think they have any options. Oh, man. He's dating a white girl. That's one less for him because he doesn't think he has any other options. Black women have a problem with black women have a problem with black men dating white girls is because black women, they know they don't have any options. It's all about options. Lack thereof or perceived options or perceived lack thereof. If you have a problem with interracial dating, you need to take a look in the mirror. When I see a sister with a good-looking white dude, hey, more power to you. You want to know why? Because I know I can date any kind of race of woman I want. That's why. Okay. Legendary Proof with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. South 214 side says, I don't see super hot white women with black men, though I do see average to low quality white women with black men. Why is that? Yeah, that's false, dude. That's false. Listen, I appreciate the super chats, but there are plenty of hot white girls dating black dudes. Like, come on, man. And again, maybe that's bias on my part, but I don't know. Maybe I mean, dude, look around, right? Like I've been many places. Yes, there are some black dudes who date some pretty busted up white chicks, right? I don't know what the percentages are, but average to below average white girls are not the only white girls that black men have to choose from. And if you don't believe me, Southside, go take a look at my social media feed. Ay. The Neg One with the $20 super chat says, I'm no Tim Tebow or Tim Tilo or Krylo, but I'll be damned. I don't know, drop my usual 20 in the bag for you, Don. Glad I could witness this live stream. Sluts and standards are the same sentence, is laughable at best. Love it. Keep preaching truth, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, New York's Ninth Wonder said is the scarcity mindset. You know it. Yeah, this South 214 side, whatever the case may be, says he doesn't see any super hot white girls with black guys. Dude, you got to get out more. You got to get out more, dude. Dude, go to New York City. Go to California, Nevada. Oh, yeah. Got to get out more. Phone lines are blowing the fuck up. Let's go to area code 347. Area code 347, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's good, Donovan? It's your boy Jay from New York, man.
What's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Doing good, brother.
I see you doing another porn star talk and
You
shit,
know
man.
it. Hey, you know I love I love them white girl porn stars, man. You know how that is.
Oh man, man. But before I get to my questions, I'm surprised you never heard of Lexington Steele, man. And you used to watch porn, like a lot of dudes know about that dude. He has sex with over 100,000 women.
What?
God, and most of the that's interracial too. See, yep, you need to look him up. Matter of fact, go to DJ Val's website, and he'll tell you about the stereotypes black men go through. Another porn star, Lisa Ann, the white girl, Lisa Ann.
Oh yeah.
Yo, she had a problem when her manager was telling her don't do scenes with black dudes, and she was like, "Fuck no, I want to do scenes with any man I want." You know what I'm saying? Real. And majority of hottest scenes are with black men. Real. You know what I'm saying? Real. Oh man!
I heard everything you said.
I
heard everything you said. I've just got water spilling. Hang on.
Oh, was I cutting off in and out, Frank?
You're all right. You are perfectly okay.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I spilled some water there on my near my hamster cage. Yeah. No, listen. No, dude, I had a porn. Dude, I haven't watched porn in like 5-6 years, right? So I'm not really up with the porn star things. 100,000 women. That's a hell of a lot of women. But yeah, I mean, and thanks for the call, Jay in New York. Yeah, I mean, listen. I guess even black men in the porn industry go through the same thing. I mean, Lexington Steele, he was actually in that article right there. Talking about, sometimes I'll charge for this or charge for that. I get it. It makes sense. Let's go to the phone lines. Area code 702. Area code 702. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. My name is Philip, and I am calling out of Las Vegas.
Philip in Vegas. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
I'm a new listener, but so with your article and with everything you've been saying, I agree with everything, but I think there's like some other like underlying issue. So like a little bit of background on myself.
Okay.
I'm originally from Mississippi.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm a black guy.
Yep.
I would say, I'm smart. I have an engineering degree. I have money.
Good.
Above average looking. But what I've come to notice is that, like in the article, a lot of the women were putting it on the men, saying that, I don't do this because of the man and what the man would think. But what I come to see is that if you go on Tinder, a lot of different dating apps and stuff, you'll read the girl's profile and you'll see it. And at the very end, she'll say, no black guys.
Ooh.
A lot of them will say they are not attracted at all to black guys. They're not even attracted. So growing up in college, I went to Mississippi State. I would see all these white sorority girls. And when they would get drunk, a lot of the times, I don't know how many times this happened, but I'd walk by and, a drunk girl would be like, oh my God, I'd even fuck the shit out of him. And all her friends would go nuts. They're like, you said that out loud. Oh my God.
Do you know what that tells you, Philip, in Las Vegas? Hold on real quick. Let me stop you right there. Do you know what that tells you? See, this is the thing, man. White girls would date black guys at a much higher rate. But again, the problem is that if they date a black guy even one time, that essentially eliminates white guys completely. Most white men, whether they admit it or not, Philip, and I think you would agree, most white men, whether they admit this or not, would not date a white woman if they found out that she dated a black guy. That's how this is. But here's the thing. White girls are attracted to black men, but they can't say that out loud. Do you want to know why? Because they know they would eliminate white guys. That's why she says on Tinder, no black guys. Oh, for real? You don't think that's a little bit of a shit test? You don't think that niggas have swiped right on her that she also swiped right on? Just because she says she's not attracted to black guys doesn't mean she's not attracted to black guys. I can promise you that girls on Tinder who say, I don't date black guys, that is literally the same thing, Philip, as a girl telling you, I don't ever have sex on the first date. Oh, really? Please continue.
Okay, but yeah, I'm also in the lifestyle. I'm sure you know what that is out here in Vegas.
Oh yes, yes,
like in the swingers groups and all that.
I know all about it.
And
yes.
I've met with I'm like exclusively like white women. So I've met with doctors, lawyers, like surgeons coming out of Denver, here in Vegas, California, everything. So I've been with all kinds of white women of high status, like everything. And I don't know, it was just like, I don't know, I guess my preference is white women, but at the same time, like I would never say I'm not attracted to another ethnicity.
Right.
You know, like Indian women would probably be my least favorite, but to sit here and say that I would never, sleep with an Indian woman is crazy.
Yeah,
and
it just depends on the features.
When white girls say that, it drives me crazy when they're like, I'm not even attracted to any one single black guy. I'm like, really? I don't know. I think there's some underlying issue.
No. Hold on.
That goes past
Philip. I'm going to tell you what the underlying issue is. The underlying issue is that they can't admit that they like or date black guys. They can't do it. The reason why is that if they do, white guys won't go near them. That's the reason, Philip. That is absolutely 100% the reason. And appreciate your call, Philip. And listen, Philip says, I don't know if I'm attracted to white girls or no. I'm attracted to femininity. That's what I'm attracted to. I've seen hot white girls. I've seen hot black girls. I've seen hot Indian girls. I've seen hot Asian girls. The ones that I'm the most drawn to are the ones that display femininity. I am aroused by femininity. I am turned on. I am sexually turned on by feminine women. That's what I'm turned on by. Very, very good, very good call there by Philip in Vegas. The 1995 Stoic with the $10 super chat says, is all about options. I'm studying to become a medical doctor. I'm 24. I've noticed other races of women choosing. I'm not black. I'm multiracial. Well, there you go. There you go. The 1995 Stoic nailed it on the head. It is about options. If you have a problem with people in your own race, women of your own race dating outside of the race, it's because you don't think you have any options. Half the time you're right, half the time you're not. That's for another day and time. Let's go to area code 973. Area code 973. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's Playboy. It's Junior from New Jersey. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, Playboy? How you doing?
Nothing much. So, right now I'm in my 20s. I'm a black man. When I date women, it's usually interracial.
Mm-hmm.
When we're in public, since you can see the girl lusting after you,
yep.
I think people that see that, they're kind of envious because they realize that their girlfriend's not lusting after them. Is that something that you have to deal with?
Oh yeah, of course, dude. Like when Devin and I go places, we get dirty looks. We get mostly dirty looks from black women, but we get dirty looks from white guys too, right? I don't think we've ever gotten dirty. Exactly. Listen, I'm sure Devin's gotten dirty looks from other niggas, but not the dirty looks that you're talking about. Like dirty looks like, damn, I would love to be tapping that. And I'll look at him I'm like, yeah, nigga, I bet you would. You like that? Right? But no, I totally agree. I think it's lack of options, and I think it absolutely has a lot to do with envy. I think jealousy is also a part of it. I'll give you the last word.
It's a busy show, man. Keep staying blessed. Keep handing out that red sword knowledge. And once again, it's Playboy. It's Junior.
Playboy with an excellent phone call. Yeah, he brings up a good point, man. When you are a black man with a white woman, everybody, and listen, even when I see a black man with a white woman out in public, even I do a double take. It's just not something you see all the time. You see it more and more these days, but even I do a double take. And I'm with a white girl. That's how this goes. Dorian Gray, I'm sorry, Lexington with the $5 super chat says, I don't have the steal, but I got $5 for you. Love your work, sir. Appreciate that. Dorian Gray with the $2 super chat says, OMG, greatest show of the year. Thank you, Don. Liang Bentley says, why do black men date black women who have dated white women? Wait, why do black men date black women who have dated white men in the past? Shouldn't black men hold black women to the same standards? No, Liang Bentley, it's not the same. The reason why black men date black women who have dated white guys is because we know we have options, right? That's the first part. The second part, is that we don't consider the black woman to be tainted by the white man. Remember, stereotypes are, I mean, listen, perception's reality, right? White guys aren't stereotyped in media and porn as these big-dicked alphas, right? So why should the black woman be tainted if she's ever dated a white guy? And make no mistake about this, gentlemen. Black women love black men. Oh, yes, they do. Black women will always be the most attracted to black men. And the reason we know this is because that's who they choose, number one. Number two, anytime a black woman is going to start dating white guys, she tells I'm going to swirl. I done had it with niggas. I'm not fucking with niggas no more. Niggas ain't shit. I'm going to date me a white boy. The only reason she says that is to get the attention of black men. That's how this goes. And same with black men. I see all the time on Facebook. All these dudes talk all the shit about black women. They do the same shit. Fuck this, I'm gonna fuck with white girls. No, they're not. They're only doing that to get the attention of black women. That's all there is to it. As far as black women are concerned, as far as black men are concerned, black women are the most attracted to black men, and they know it. They know that we're their only option. They want us the most. That's why they lose their collective minds when we date white girls. But we as black men, like, listen, if Devin and I were to break up and I were to meet and date a black woman who is actually feminine, and I found out she dated Brad, I don't give a shit about Brad. Unless, let's say Brad was a white boy who was 6'4", 250, ripped, 6-foot dick in a Lamborghini. Yeah, that's a no from me. Again, just like I said, it's more about perception, guys. It's more about perception. It's more about value, more about caliber. That's a high caliber guy, regardless of his race. I'm never gonna measure up to that. I ain't never gonna own a Lamborghini. I damn sure don't have a 6-foot dick, and I'm not 6'4". That's all there is to it. Oh my God, Donovan, you're insecure. No, I'm not insecure. I just understand that I'm outgunned. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. Let's go back to the phone lines. Give me 1 second here. Okay, that's who that was. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 732. Area code 73. All right, never mind. Let's go to area code 540. Area code 540. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Area code 540. You know what? Fuck it. If you're not ready, I'm moving on. Area code 787. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. My name is Danny. I'm calling from New York.
Danny, in New York, how you doing?
I might say some conflicting stuff right now, but one thing I'm going to say is that people got to understand that there is nothing wrong with racism. It is perfect. It's beautiful. Because every time I fuck a black girl, she calls me master, all right? And I'm the master, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy it, and it's a difference between arousal and attraction. And I get aroused, and they get aroused. And
all right, had to let him go. I can't be... Listen, I appreciate the call, Danny, but I can't have you calling my show talking about when I fuck black women, they call me massa. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Killing me. Area code 206. Area code 206. Man, oh, man. They're coming out of the woodworks today, man. This is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Area code 206. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, man, I'm from Seattle. How you doing, Donovan?
What's your first name?
Ian.
Oh, Ian in Seattle. How you doing, Ian?
Oh, I'm doing good. Yo, I feel like you gotta get to put to rest, you know, like women don't really want big dicks. And I don't know if that's just me listening to women, but I remember coming up through high school, women always like, oh, I need a dick the size of a water bottle. And I'm like, I've never seen a dick the size of a water bottle. You feel me? And I remember one day, there's this chick who was in New Orleans. She hit me up. I'd always listen to her because it put me on game about women. And one day she called me. She was like, yo, I got a problem. I'm like, what's up? She go, my pussy ain't going back. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you remember that one dude with the lobster tail? I'm like, lobster tail? I guess. What happened? She was like, yo, he hit me 3 days ago. And ever since then, my pussy ain't been tight ever since. She was panicking, bro. And I'm like, yo, this proves women, not every woman wants a big dick.
No.
Some women just want that right size fit.
Listen, Ian, you are 200% right. And again, this is where porn warps the mind of men. This is where not every girl wants a super huge dick, guys. Okay? Listen, read that article that I put in my chat. I'm going to put it in here again. Read that article that I just put in the chat. Okay? Female porn stars who have sex with these guys with these 12 and 13-inch dicks, not very much fun to have sex with. Matter of fact, hold up. I'm going to bring this up. I'm glad Ian in Seattle called up and said that. Hold up 1 second. Okay, so check this out. So Lorelei Lee, adult film actress, okay? She says, quote, "If there is anything I've learned from my job, it's that a person's physical anatomy has very little to do with how much fun you can have in bed together. First," she says, "the majority of those giant penises that you see in porn are not fun to have sex with. When I get on set with a guy with a 13-inch cock, I'm like, oh, Jesus, how is this going to work? It usually takes a lot of patience and deep breathing. Second, while I sometimes enjoy the feeling of a lot of penetration, a feeling that can be achieved just as easily with toys or hands, penetration in itself is not what makes me orgasm. This is true," she says, "I think for most women. I get the most turned on," she says, "by sex that is creative and dynamic. I like the dirty talk, attentive touching, oral sex, and finger penetration much more than simply being pounded by a large appendage. I mean, I like penises, but I think there is this myth that heterosexual sex is supposed to begin and end with the cock. There is just so much more to it. I think," she concludes, "the whole big cock mythology is pretty silly." Guys, this is a porn star. This is a porn star who usually gets fucked by huge dicks. She just told you they're not much fun to have sex with. Girls want sex to hurt a little bit. They don't want it to hurt a lot. Yes, they like the hurt me so good. They don't, dude, if you have a 12-inch, think about this. If you really had a 12-inch dick, who the fuck are you fucking? You ain't fucking nobody except porn stars, and even then, you're not really fucking them. Good call there. Good call there by Ian in Seattle. Lavord 1980, still 1,800 people watching. Lavord 1980 with the $5 super chat says, "I think that black men are the most sexually appealing and dominant of all other races, and it's about financial status. Your thoughts?" I think black men are the most sexually appealing. Lavord, as far as sexually appeal, listen, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a woman. I'm not sexually attracted to men, so I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is. I can tell you that person for person, as far as I can tell, the average black man appears to act more masculine than the average white guy. And masculinity, of course, is sexually attractive to women. So, yeah, listen, you think that black men are the most sexually attractive? That's probably because you're a black man. I'm glad you think that, but it really depends upon your level of masculinity. Are you telling me that Steve Urkel, and those of you guys who are old enough to understand who Steve Urkel is, and if you're not, you know what? Let's do this. Give me 1 second. Donovan Sharpe, Return of Kings. I'm going to look up an article that I wrote. I think it was about black guys and white guys or something like that. I'm not going to waste my time. The fact of the matter is, Steve Urkel is black. But guess what, Lavord 1980? He's not sexually appealing to any woman regardless of race. No, Steve Urkel is not attractive because he's not masculine. It is about masculinity. It has nothing to do with race, guys. Nothing to do with race. Trotter Strutter with the $5 super chat. He says, we see roughly the same 20 black guys all in all interracial porn scenes. Why are there not many black men in the porn industry? That's a very good question there, Trotter. The reason we don't see that many black men in the porn industry is because the only men getting cast into the porn industry are black men with 10-inch cocks and larger. This goes to show that cock sizes are the same across all races, guys. Don't you see? Most people don't have 12, 13-inch dicks, including black men. That's why you see the same 20 black men in all of the interracial porn. They are the exception to, they are in the top 1% of all penises, regardless of race. If you're a white guy, you can have a 9-inch dick and be in porn because that doesn't perpetuate the stereotype. Can't be a black man with a 9-inch dick in porn. You need to be 10 inches and above. That's why we only see the same 20 black men in porn, because not that many people have that size of dick. Karn with the $5 super chat says, girls I've met have outright stated they wouldn't do X, did exactly X when given the opportunity. Yeah, of course. Right? Like, dude, when I used to approach girls in Vegas, oh, I'm sorry, I don't date black guys. My go-to line was like, oh my God, we already have something in common. I don't date black guys either. Hi, I'm Donovan. Dude, I get the number at least half the time. And listen, that's Red Pill 101. If a girl says she doesn't do something, she absolutely does do the thing she said she didn't do. Ashish Kaushik with the 400 Indian rupees, and I saw that earlier. You sent me, let's see. That's actually your second super chat. Maybe that was a comment, but Ashish Kaushik with the 400 Indian rupee super chat, roughly about $3, says, learned so much from you, sir. I haven't learned from all other speakers put together. Even today's topic is quite bold and new for me. Thanks for everything. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Dude, I talk about shit that some people are afraid to talk about. That's just all there is to it, man. I appreciate the super chat there. Legendary Proof with a $5 super chat. I remember a black flight attendant came over to Smash. She looked at my snake and said, you can finger me, but I can't be stretched out like that. See that? I guess Legendary Proof might be Lex. Oh, God, I forgot his fucking name already. Lexington Steel. That might actually be Lexington Steel in the chat. Lavore 1980 says, I agree with how you explained it. Masculinity is king. Love it. If you are in the queue, you will get on the show. Let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 973. Area code 973, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Greg from the tri-state area.
Hey, Greg in the tri-state area. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's good, man? Listen, my mentor is actually in the film industry. At the age of 30, he did porn. Not good porn, but he produced it.
Okay.
And he told me when I asked him about that, he said to me, the interracial thing, it's a money game. It's who is better at what, who does what better, which woman do you want to see?
There you go.
And who is the best guy to do it? And that's how, and it still goes like that today in the porn industry. I'm learning a lot from this guy. He's my mentor. So, we're about to celebrate our company's funeral, so I'm gonna make this quick. But yeah, man, it's all a money game. It's all just a game at the end of the day. And yeah, man. But that's all I have to say. I'm gonna see you soon because I'm gonna start making my podcast. I just got my gear.
Good stuff, man. Good luck with that. Thanks for the call, Greg in New York, New Jersey. Yeah, the only color that really matters in porn is green. That's how it is. The 1995 Stoic with the $5 super chat says, I get told by women I'm intimidating and that I'm boring. Same guy told me I have to, quote, tone down the masculinity. Yeah, there you go. Right? I have a really big masculine personality. Area code 708. Area code 708, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Donovan Sharpe.
Yes, this is. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
All right, my name is Chris. I'm calling from Chicago.
Chris in Chicago. All right, what's on your mind, Chris?
Yeah, what's on my mind today? I just called to say you ain't nothing but a little bitch ass nigga, man. Fuck you. You a bitch, man. Fuck you, motherfucker. You a hoe. You a bitch.
Anything else, Chris, in Chicago?
Yeah, actually, I'm just playing, man. You the best guy on YouTube, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm going to make sure I donate.
All right, appreciate that, Chris in Chicago. So Chris in Chicago trolled me, called me a bitch ass, and then he said he loves the show. You know what's interesting? It's very interesting. Most people who troll me all the time, like, dude, I have some lifelong trolls, right? Like, there are guys who have trolled me from the start, like episode 3 and shit. You can't troll my show unless you, well, watch my show. The guys who troll me secretly admire me, right? So Chris in Chicago called up, and he called me you a bitch-ass nigga, you a hoe, this and that and the other. Now, that's really the way he feels about me, right? He really doesn't like me, but he likes my show. So when I pressed him on it, he decided that, actually, you have the best show. Whether or not that's true, I'll never know. But I do know this. He expected me to hang up on him. I didn't, and we brought out the bitch in him. Appreciate the call, Chris in Chicago. I'll put you on the list. Let us go to my man, Big Brandon. Big Brandon, you're in the house, brother. What's up, man?
Hey, my man Donovan. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Hey, here's a thought though that you didn't touch on.
Okay.
All right. You know the reason why black men date white women, and we only date a certain select, and you know the ones that we date, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
We only date white women that are well versed in black studies.
There you go. There you go.
You know, when black studies,
Niggerology, right? you remember that dude? It's like, yeah, this is Mike from Indiana. What was your thoughts on black studies? I'm like, huh? You know, niggerology. I guess I was supposed to blow up on that guy, right?
Right. Just like the other guy that was trying to troll. Man, this is a good subject, though. But your boy, I dated a girl that did adult films.
Okay.
Before, and so I was bouncing her course, and she was out of town working, and she came home. And when she came home, she got on a flight. She came back home, and I'm at the apartment. I was at her apartment. I was over at her apartment.
Right.
And I was making dinner, right? I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm going to make food, right? She came home, right? And she threw her bag down, and she walked up, hugged me from behind. She goes, man, I'm so tired, right? And it was at that very moment, something in my brain clicked and said, bro, you know why she's tired, right?
Well, of course.
and that ended the relationship right there. My brain was like, bruh, she's not tired from the flight.
Right.
She's tired from the job.
She's tired from getting banged out, bruh.
And I was like, because my brain was like, oh, I can just like block this out. Just act like, oh, she's just doing movies, right?
Yeah, but it's
she's not
impossible,
doing what I know
dude.
She's doing.
Yeah, but think about this, Brandon, and this is probably why you dumped her. Is because, like every time your woman comes home from work, if she's a porn star or she works in the adult film industry, she's had sex with someone else. Like, you're dating a woman who essentially cheats on you every day. That's it.
Yep. Every single day. And my thought process, if I'm going to do that, and I told her after we had, I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work out. And after it ended, I was thinking to myself while I was going back home, I'm like, if I'm going to date a woman that, cheats on me every single day, I better become a pimp.
You bet. Hey,
I'm going to do that.
Hey, listen, this is why and I don't know if you've, I did this one show. It's actually in my, it's in my How to Master the Game course, how to turn a slut out for personal gain. And the only way that you can turn a slut out for personal gain, which correlates directly with strip club game, you have to be okay with your shadow fucking other guys. Like, I have dated girls in the past that I met at the strip club who would fuck other guys for me. Hey, go fuck my man's over here to get this tattoo. One girl, I told her to fuck one of my friends. His name was Eric. He lived in Vegas. My friend wouldn't do it. He's like, dude, like, this is your girl. I'm like, Eric, like, dude, like, you're in a slump. Like, she's going to give you some pussy. You don't have a problem with this? I'm like, no. Like, it's all good. So they go to the back room. Guess what? He doesn't fuck her because it just didn't feel right. I felt like I was using her. I'm like, oh, my God. That's why you're losing, dude. I'll give you the last word, B.
The last word is real simple. Gentlemen, during this trying times as the coronavirus has been unleashed upon us, we can have solace and we can get information and knowledge by tuning in to my man Donovan. So understand these 3 simple rules. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to share. And most importantly, I need you to subscribe.
Bingo.
To my man Donovan.
The Big 4. Big Brandon checking in from the road. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Like, dating an adult film star is kind of like, I mean, dude, that's getting cheated on every day. Well, how is it cheating if you allow it? The only way a woman can cheat on a man is by fucking other guys. That's it. That's it. Lavord, 1980, with a $5 super chat says, what would you advise for men to do to get more in tune with their masculine side, especially those raised by women most of their lives? That's actually very simple. Very good question by Lavord, 1980. Engage in masculine activities, right? Dude, go rock climbing. Go camping. Do outdoor activities. Join an MMA gym. Do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Do boxing. You take up masculine activities and masculine hobbies, there are going to be other masculine men doing those hobbies. Their mannerisms, the way they talk, all of that is going to rub off on you because you're around them all the time. Very, very good question. Excellent question. All right, let's go to area code 252. Area code 252. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Donovan? This is CJ calling from Greenville, North Carolina.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Just got a quick observation, kind of going back to what you said about perception. I consider myself a good-looking black man. I'm 28 years old. I really only date white chicks. But what I've come to notice is what people really hate is when two good-looking people get together.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to two ugly people.
That's right.
So I just want to just paint this picture: a good-looking black guy,
right,
and a good-looking white girl.
That's right.
People hate that.
Oh yes, they do.
But an ugly white girl and an ugly black guy
don't give a damn about that.
Or an ugly. Yeah, or people just being ugly, fat in general.
Right.
People don't
give a damn about those.
But they hate the good looking.
That's right. That's right. Black women don't like it when good-looking black men date good-looking white girls because that's one less good-looking black man. White guys definitely don't like it when they... Dude, and it's so funny. Like, white guys, when they look... Yeah. And Devin never... It's funny. Devin never sees it. And thanks for the call, CJ. Appreciate the call. When white guys look at Devin and I in public, you can see the disdain behind the mask. Like, it's so fun. And no shade on those guys. Like, I get it. But you can tell that the reason they're looking at us is because they don't like us. We're both good-looking people, right? That's a very good point. I never really thought of it that way. But yeah, if you're an ugly black dude dating an ugly white girl, dude, don't nobody give a damn about that. Hell no. Dude, white dudes are like, all right, cool. One fucking fat ass, one less fat ass for us to have to worry about. And black women are like, ugh. Another ugly ass, one less ugly ass nigga we got to worry about. They're not worried about that. But when they see good looking black men dating good looking white women, oh yeah, they definitely have a problem with that. They definitely have a problem with that. That's a good call there by CJ in Greenville, North Carolina. I thought there was another super chat. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 906. Area code 906. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey Donovan, this is Thump up in the UP.
Pump up in the UP.
Yeah, northern Michigan.
Yeah, the Upper Peninsula. Yeah, the UP. No, yeah. The when you say up in the UP, that's the Upper Peninsula, UP, Upers.
Yeah, bunch of Finlanders. But I'm an old guy, been around the world, did military time.
Okay.
And I've had almost every race on the planet.
Oh yeah.
And so I've seen the thing from both sides because I got a 23-year-old daughter.
Okay.
And she dates white guys and some black guys.
Okay.
Now,
and you're a white guy, I presume.
The thing that bothers me about who she dates is their status.
Okay.
Is the kid a felon? Is the kid got a job? Does he have something going for him? I don't give a fuck what color he is, as long as he's got his shit together.
Of course. Yeah, listen, that makes perfect sense because let me ask you something here, Pump, up in the Upper Peninsula. And again, this will completely shatter the myth that it is all about race. Let's say that your daughter had a choice between two dudes. Both name is Tony. That seems to be a white name and a black name, right? So there's white Tony, right? Yep. He's got a face tattoo, just got out of prison for 3 years, doesn't have a job, may or may not have 3 baby mamas. And then there is black Tony, right? He's educated, right? He respects himself. He has the shit together. Which one of those dudes would you want your daughter to date?
Oh, Black Tony.
Of course.
I've already been through this.
Right. And it has nothing to do with his race. It has nothing to do with his race. It has everything to do with him having his shit together. I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, because, she dated this kid down in Detroit. He's black.
Uh-oh.
He come up here. Hell, I even paid for their hotel room.
Wow.
Right? Because he's a kid. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, whatever. He's black. I don't care. And then later she hooks up with this kid that's a white kid from up here, and he's a felon, so, he can't get a job, can't keep anything going. I'm like, what the hell are you doing with him?
You're like, I am not paying for that hotel room. Fuck
you
that.
can go with John the Black Kid all day.
There you go. And again, and thanks for the call, Pump Up in the UP. I like that, actually like that name. Again, as far as he's concerned, it has absolutely nothing to do with race. Just like with me, if I find out that my girlfriend or a girl I'm dating dated a guy who was 6'4", 250 pounds, 9-foot dick, Lamborghini rich, doesn't matter what his race is. Doesn't matter what his race is. It's all about value. It's all about perceived value. The 1995 Stoic with the $10 super chat says, so OG as a solution, what would you recommend to liven my personality up? I'm finding it hard because I lived an extremely strict childhood, basically raised in the military. I was a military kid, too, Stoic. And I think I'm just a naturally extroverted person. But there is one unbelievable hack that you can do to liven up your personality. And most men don't know about this. Take an improv class. Okay? Take an improv class. Look it up on Craigslist, look it up on Google. Take an improv class. What this is it's improvisation. You're up on stage and you're just ad-libbing. That is a very good, very quick way to liven up your personality. Good question. Area code 267. Area code 267. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. My name is Robert from Philly.
Robert in Philly. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing well. So, yeah, in reference to the topic, what I noticed so I'm a black guy, young black guy. I'm doing pretty well in life. I went to a college with I would say like 90% white people. So I was around white girls all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed is that at least the top tier white girls, they only mess with black guys that are high value.
Right.
Athletes. So white girls, they will mess with a medium value white dude, high value white dude, but they only mess with a black guy that's high value and got his shit together.
Right.
That's what I noticed.
Not only that,
So,
listen, Robert in Philly, thanks for the call. Again, there's that V word again. It is absolutely about value. Okay? If the black man is high value, a white girl will go after that black guy. A white girl has no problem being seen in public with a high value black man. Now, by the same token, a white girl knows that if she gets seen in public with a black man, she's not gonna be able to date white guys in that area, regardless of that guy's value, right? But yes, if white girls are going to openly pursue black men, those black men are high value. This actually goes back to I forget who Ian in Santa Barbara. This goes back to what he was saying. He says, well, listen, if a white girl dates nothing but black dudes, then she just knows that she's not valuable. Well, it really just kind of depends. It depends on the value of the black guys. There are some women who only date high-value men. Black, white, Latino, doesn't matter. There's that V word again, it's value. So if there's a white girl who dates nothing but black dudes, listen, those dudes might be high value. She might just mess with black ballers, right? Dude, there are white sluts who get passed around by NBA dudes, NFL dudes all the time. Yo, I'm going to send Sandra your way. All right, cool. I'm going to send Tiffany back in your way. All right, hey, yo, check this out. Bet. I got this girl named Cindy down in the lobby. Yeah, the big booty, the big booty white girl with the red hair with the big booty girl named Brandy. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, her, Brandy, and Becky. Yeah. Send them on up here. That's how this is. Brandy, Becky, Tiffany, Cindy, the white girls, the hot white girls, they only fuck with ballers, y'all. If they fuck with high value black men, it's only going to be with ballers. All right, area code 713. Area code 713. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? This is Beastly Nerd, or should I say Don Damage? Yeah, man, I'm just calling in today. You know, I'm at work, but yeah, this topic, man, it resonates with me so well because, man, like as you know, I'm from Houston, Texas, and you know, I'm from the South. So of course, I see this shit all the time, and they used to go to school, and I remember when I was in high school, and I would hear girls say their dad specifically. And it didn't actually matter what color she was if she wasn't black. I used to actually hear, oh, man, well, my dad used to say, no black guys because black guys don't know how to treat their women. I be like, but I be seeing other guys do the same shit.
You feel me?
Like, what the hell?
Right.
And, yeah. And I'll be like, so, and then it isn't until as I got more into the red pill, what you said, because I know you've done this topic before. I've been following you for a while now.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense as far as it's not so much the racism, but the simple fact is those guys don't see themselves as high value. That's why they tell you, oh, well, don't mess with the black dude because this and that. Because actually, I'm kind of going through that kind of situation with the chick that I'm dealing with, my longtime chick. She's Mexican. And her dad has already stated he don't want her with nobody but somebody that's Mexican or Hispanic.
So, well, I think when he tells her he doesn't want her with anybody but Mexican or Hispanic, that may or may not have anything to do with it. But I think that's probably a heritage thing. That's a pride thing. Not to say that Hispanic people are the only race or nationality that's prideful of their race, but that's also a big factor. Some people, black, white, Latino, are against interracial dating because they want to see the continuation of their race. But I think in your case, I think the same probably could apply.
Yeah. But that's all I wanted to say, man. Love the work. Keep the party going. Don Damage.
Appreciate it.
I'm out.
Beastly Nerd in Houston, referring to me by my poor name, Don Damage. I forgot who gave me that name, by the way. All right, let's keep it going. Area code 404. Area code 404. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Donovan? It's anonymous Kyle in Denver from the other week.
Ah, Kyle in Denver. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. It's shoulder day today. Trying to build those boulders up.
Oh, dude, man, I'm telling you what, dude. Overhead. Listen, standing overhead press. That is the best. That is absolutely the best. I can't really flex my traps. Yeah, see that trap definition right there. You guys see that? That's from the standing. Yeah, that's from the standing overhead press. Anyway, go ahead.
I was doing, I don't know what you call them. I think they're just crossovers where they're down low and you just pull them up like flies.
Oh, yeah.
Like a reverse fly. Yeah. That's what I love those, man.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, so I'll tell you my story real quick. I wasn't going to call in. I was just listening today. But after hearing everybody, I just wanted to share a little bit of my story. So growing up, I was also a military kid. We moved to Japan when I was 5.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I spent 5 to 9. I mean, I started judo when I was 5. Been doing martial arts my whole life. Into guns, into jumping out of airplanes. That's the stuff I like to do.
Of course.
Right? So, but what I remember when my dad took me to a football game. I think I was 9. He bought me that. It's like an Army Navy game, like yearbook almost.
Okay.
And I remember looking at all the cheerleaders, and I'm like, yeah, that white girl's hot. She's pretty. What's this? And my dad's like, oh, she's Filipino. Sorry, I'm out of breath.
That's
she's
cool.
Filipino. I was like, I like that. You know, I don't know why. I don't know if it was because we moved to Japan at such a young age, but pretty much all my life, right? So I lost my virginity to a white girl.
Okay.
But after that, and she wrecked me. You know, she was a total bitch.
Of course.
Every girl I dated after that, I didn't try to date white girls. I tried to date black girls, Asian girls, Hispanic girls, especially. I know you like that.
Oh yeah.
So and I'll tell you, you know, breakups suck, but nobody has broken me like the white girls have. And I'm just here to say, I think white girls are way overrated and they get way too much credit, way too much power.
Yes.
There's so much out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
Kyle, you're 100% right.
I'm just saying that they're the most entitled.
They're the most
entitled and the most spiteful and hurtful.
Listen, and you probably heard this, Kyle, in Denver, when black women and black men when they talk to me about dating white girls. Well, white girls do it too. Actually, white girls do it worse. White girls do it much worse. White girls have their attitude sucks. They commit paternity fraud. There are more white girls percentage-wise. There's more black women, but white girls they're on welfare. Dude, white girls are so much more difficult to deal with than even black women. But the reason why black men are starting to date white women is because of femininity. Now, it's interesting that you're calling me here, Kyle, because one of my best friends, Paul, the tall, good-looking blonde guy, could have any white girl he wants. He doesn't really like white girls. He's banged plenty of them, but he likes exotic girls. He was dating this one girl from Trinidad and Tobago. He's big into Asians. Loves Hispanic girls. Like, he likes exotic girls. He's not really into white girls because he, like you, understands that white girls really aren't all they're cracked up to be. I'll give you the last word.
I'm a white guy. Most of my, I don't know if you could tell by my voice.
Oh, sure.
Most of my friends, even growing up and coming through and going to college, and most of my friends are the same way. We're tired of these white bitches. Over it. So you guys can have them.
Good stuff, man.
All right.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the call, Kyle in Denver. Do you see that? Kyle in Denver doesn't have a problem with me dating white girls. Would you like to know why? Because Kyle in Denver has options. He knows he has options. Any white guy who has a problem with me dating white girls does not have options. Just like any black woman who has a problem with a black man dating white women doesn't have options. It is all about options. If you have options, you don't give a good goddamn who people are dating. That's what this comes down to. Playboy Hitch with the super chat says, will Virus have these ladies quarantined and creating only fan pages? I know a girl that made $20K last month, and another episode and another made 300 selling nudes. I make red pill content too. I appreciate the super chat, Playboy, but I am going to put you in timeout. Do not come on my show advertising your show. I'm sure you make red pill content. I'm sure you do all that, but don't do that. Like, don't do that, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, this is my platform. You have your own platform. Advertise your show on your show. So now that I've given you 15 seconds of free airtime, you're welcome. I am respectfully asking you, don't fucking do that again. Respectfully. Area code 817. Area code 817. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Kenneth from Fort Worth. How are you, sir?
Doing good, man. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Hey, listen. You know I'm 50 years old, white. Love your show. You're a modern crusader to me, and I love all the callers on your show and everything. But one of the things I wanted to say, and this speaks more to the geopolitics of it than anything else.
Okay.
It's kind of a hard thing to say. But for 150 years, you black men have been off the plantation. But in a lot of the psyche of the white people in America, especially the white men in America, you are not off the plantation, and you never will be.
Right. That's it.
And I hate to say that. I really do.
Listen,
but there's an inherent truth. Go ahead.
No. You're right. There is an inherent truth to that. And you're in Fort Worth, Texas, dude. And so many people. And don't get me wrong, we've come a long way as far as race relations are concerned. But there are a lot of people. Dude, go to the Deep South. Go to Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. You don't think they're still calling black people niggers down there? You don't think that there are Confederate flags in there? Dude, if anyone lives at or near Cary, North Carolina, on High House Road in Cary, North Carolina, there is a person who has a cross with a black man crucified on the cross. It is an effigy. Yes. That is in Cary, North Carolina on High House Road. You might even be able to Google it. Yeah, it absolutely still exists. So you want to know what the sad thing is, Kenneth? Okay, we black people, we've been off the plantation for 150 years, and a lot of white people mentally still think that black people are on that plantation. Guess what? We got a lot of black people who are mentally still on that plantation too.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And I don't even like saying that because it's something that they'll never overcome. You know, if my wife is white, if she left me for a real talk here, and I don't mean to sound like a dick, but if she left me for a white guy, I'd be insulted, I'd be hurt, I'd be really affect me in a bad way. If she left me for a black guy, I would be affronted. That would be something, and I hate to say that, right? I'm an older guy, but
that's what it is.
I think a
Ken.
lot of white guys have that. Yeah, that is an affront to me. What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
No, listen, I understand completely, man. And it's dude, there's so many cultural implications that go into that. I'm not intelligent enough to do those sort of mental gymnastics, but this is how it is. And dude, white guys and dude, don't get me wrong, man. A white guy who doesn't want to admit that, I can understand that, right? Like, you don't want to tell people, listen, man, if my wife left me for a black person, I'd lose my fucking mind, because how does that make him look? But that's how it is, man. I'll give you the last word, Ken.
I might be admitting that on this show, but there's 98, 99% of all the other white guys out there would be exactly the same. exactly the same. Man. And I don't, you know me. I listen to your show. I'm trying to red pill myself at a late age, get my marriage, back to something fiery and all that.
Sure.
So I don't necessarily want to be remembered for this call, because I do want to call in a lot more often.
Oh yeah, listen,
love your show, love all your callers and all your guys.
Kenneth in Fort Worth, I appreciate the call. See, again, that's the kind of honesty we do on the show. Ian in Santa Barbara, he also kept it real. He said, look, man, as far as white guys are concerned, when a white girl dates a bunch of black dudes, it says to us that she's probably low quality, probably not too high a value, right? Like, this is just how it is. Say what you want. This is how this is, guys. Very good call there. Very good call there by Ken in Fort Worth. NY Kia 31 with the $5 super chat says, last caller was right. They ain't some magic pill. If you let Shaniqua walk all over you, Becky will also. You still have to have tight frame. Real talk. Boom, 100%. If you're a black man and you're tired of hood rats walking all over you, fuck this. I'm gonna date Becky. Guess what, my nigga? Becky's gonna walk all over you too, bruh. It's just like NY Kia 31 said. If Shanika, Swantasha, Darnisha, right, Aquanetta, OxyContinisha, if you let them bitches walk all over you, guess what? Becky, Cindy, Tammy, Stephanie, and Amy, they're gonna walk all over you too. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. It's the same thing with guys looking to go overseas. Fuck this. I'm tired of American women. I'm gonna go overseas. Bro, check this out. If American women walk all over you, European women, foreign women will most assuredly walk all over you. It doesn't matter where you go. You still have to be masculine. You still have to have game. Now, overseas, your masculinity in game is more rewarded. This is why men who have game in America have a lot of success overseas. But if you let American women walk all over you, trust and believe, Ukrainian girls will too, bro. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. Warhawk25 with the $20 super chat says, you have changed my life. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Well, I appreciate that. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. Thank you for that, man. It never gets old when people tell me that. Really has a profound effect on me. I appreciate that, Warhawk25. Thank you very much. Oh, here come the hood names. Here come the hood names. Sharkeisha, Swantasha. What did I say? OxyContinisha. All right, listen, I'm not trying to open up a bag of worms on that. I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. Tiki4454 with the $5 super chat says, men of value date who they want. Everybody else dates who they can. There might be some truth to that. I remember Amber Rose once said that women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can. Could be the same thing. Legendary Proof with the $5 super chat says, in reverse, if a black woman left her man for a white man, it's a heavy blow on a lot of levels. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've had black girlfriends in the past. I don't know. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? The Neg one says you already did with the butt paste comment. You talking about the ass paste? Talking about the ass paste, right? Don't get me started with the ass paste. Area code 540. Area code 540. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's Seth from Northern Virginia.
Hey, what's going on, Seth?
Not much, man. I'm just at work. I'm not sure if you remembered me from last week, but I called in talking about the social hierarchy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to stay on subject today.
Right.
But hopefully.
Yeah, that was actually good. Well, I don't want to go off onto it. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but your call about social hierarchy, that was spot on. But go ahead.
Sure. But yeah, I just wanted to say maybe on another show, we could have an intellectual joust about the hierarchy. Maybe I think that would be a lot of fun. But I would like to respect your show and stay on topic.
Let's do it.
All right. So, quick thing, because I got actually people waiting because I'm the bartender. But at the moment, but yeah, like they can fucking wait. So right now, see, I categorize white women into two categories.
Okay.
One is that they whoever they date, I don't care because I know I'm sexually dominant. I'm gonna be hopefully the best that they've ever been with.
Okay.
Of course, there's always somebody better. There's always somebody better than you.
Sure.
So, but in my mind, I'm the best. So
Okay.
I don't really care about who they date. But there is an exception, which is highly ironic because the girl I'm about to talk about is actually here at the bar drinking. But so she was, she came in religiously, was flirting with me. So, I asked her out. I'm like, yeah, I know you want to go out with me. That's cool. And what come to find out, bro, she's a porn star, like a big time porn star from Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude, like she's barely hitting the wall now.
Seth? No! God damn it. Oh, that was a good call. I wanted to hear the rest of that story. God damn it. Seth in Virginia, you can't call back because the lines are, damn it. That sounded like a good fucking story. Fucking blog talk. Ay. All right, let's keep the party going. Sorry about that, Seth. Area code 302. Area code 302, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, what's up, man? I'm Jim. I'm calling from Delaware.
Jim in Delaware. How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? Nah, this goes back to the call when it said that how come there's no stink that's raised when white or black women go out of their race and date white men?
Yeah.
And the black men get stigmatized with it most?
Yep.
Or worse?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because black women really want that mixed baby that they've always longed for, so that they're, better hair, better skin tone. And it goes back to, like, in slavery, how the slaves were often in the house and they saw that the way the mulatto children were treated better. And if you don't know that historically black colleges like HBCUs, they were started so that mulatto children could get education.
Yes,
so
that's right.
I think that when they see that, they want their children to have better access to things in life, and that's why they want to have a child with a white man. They would
You know what,
prefer
Jim?
that.
You know what, Jim? I'm going to disagree with you. I think, I'm going to disagree with you because the reason why you think white women want to have a baby with a white man is because you're seeing that on social media. That's not true. Black women, are there some black women who want the caramel baby? Yes, but I'm telling you, they are few and far between. No. Black women want to have black children. Black women are attracted to and aroused by black men. You understand? The only reason why they say, well, I want a mixed baby, I want to date a white guy, is to get the attention of black men. That's all that is. It's just an attention play. I don't know of any white woman or any black woman who wants a caramel baby. Now, maybe there are some out there who do, maybe some out there who say they do because that's what they've got. Well, I've always wanted a caramel baby. No, you fuck with niggas all through your 20s. That's why you got 3 caramel babies. But I disagree with you when I disagree with the assertion that black women want to have kids with white men. No, they only say they do. and they say they do on social media. Because get this, Jim, have you ever talked to face-to-face in the flesh in person with a black woman who actually wants to have a baby with a white man?
Well, I can't say that I personally have, but I have a friend who's substitute teaching right now.
Well, there you go.
He's in a classroom with young girls, both black and white, saying, yeah, I want a mixed baby, I want a mixed baby, coming on both ends.
Okay. It's easy for them to say, not so easy for them to do, right? Now, white girls who say, well, hold on, listen to me. White girls who say, I want a caramel baby, it's all fun and games until she has a caramel baby. Then all of a sudden, well, why won't white guys date me? Because you got 3 black kids, bruh, right? Now, black women, well, I want a caramel baby, I'm going to get me a white dude. Well, there's just one problem. White dudes ain't checking for y'all, right? That's reason number one. Reason number 2 is they don't really want caramel babies. They only say this to make black men, wait a minute, you want a white baby with that good hair? What's wrong with the black man? Black men are the best. You should come back to us. That's the only reason why black women say they want white babies or caramel babies, is to get the attention of black men. White girls say they want a mixed baby just because it's cool and fun and chic to say, until they start fucking with niggas and then realize they can only fuck with niggas. That's how this is. Listen, I don't make the rules, guys. I don't make the rules. Good call there by Jim in Delaware. Yeah, listen, no shade on Jim in Delaware, but the women that he is hearing this from, these are women on social media. And as we all know, there's nothing on social media is real. Nothing on social media is real. All right, area code 917. Area code 917, you're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? It's Sanchez from the Tri-State area.
Sanchez and Tri-State. What's going on, man?
I got a few quick points, 4 points, right? So I spoke with one girl, and one thing she said about like guys with big dicks is a lot of them don't know how to fuck because they think because having a big dick
is all it takes.
That's
right. That's right.
It's all it takes. So she said a lot of them be lazy. So that was one point. Another point is that we kind of all missing is that one drop of black blood makes you black. So when the white father is telling the daughter, don't mess with black men, he's thinking about all that other stuff, but the big thing is he's thinking about his genealogy.
Yes,
because
that's right.
Already there's reports that in 20 years white people are going to be the minority. You see what I'm saying? So he's thinking about his genealogy, because if she gets knocked up by that black man, guess what?
That's one less white baby.
That's what's going on with Prince Harry over there right now. That's the problem.
Uh-oh. Hey, bruh. You might be right about that. I didn't even think about that shit. Queen Elizabeth's probably like, what the fuck is she doing?
So Dr. Welsing used to talk about this. Welsing used to talk about this. That it's not racism. I don't look at white people as racist.
No, they just want their kids and grandchildren to look like them. That's all that is. Same with black people.
No. It's not even that. It's survival. If white girl, so even the way they portray black men in the media, right? They have to do that, because if black men get the status or even close to the status of, say, a white man, where we start owning CEO companies and CEOs, we start opening up businesses.
It's a wrap.
It's a fucking wrap. No other race of man is gonna get pussy from his girl again.
That's
it.
You
see what I'm saying?
That's it.
So they have to keep this shit down. And I've been listening to all your callers. They've been all over the place with a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of this. Not bullshit. I'm sorry, because you got one of the smartest panels people calling in.
Yeah.
They're very intelligent. That's why I'm kind of pissed that they kind of overshadowed.
They didn't see that, right?
It's about the genes.
I agree.
It's about the genes. Once that white girl gets pregnant, it's over.
That's a wrap.
You know what I'm saying? Genes is shot right then and there. Go ahead, Donovan. Let me know what you think about that.
Hey, listen, good call there by Sanchez in the tri-state area. Sanchez is right, y'all. Listen, is there racism involved when the white father tells his white daughter, stay away from black boys? Of course there probably is, but there are many different levels to that. But one of the main things in area code 813, you're the last caller of the day, I'm going to get to you in just a second. One of the main reasons why white people, actually, and black people too, the reason why they don't like their sons or daughters dating interracially is because of genealogy. They want the legacy to carry on. And Sanchez disagreed with this, but it's true. Like, white fathers and white mothers, black fathers and black mothers want their grandkids to look like them, right? Think of a white grandfather. When he sees his mixed grandbaby, it doesn't really feel like his, even though it is his grandbaby. But Sanchez is right. Sanchez is right. The reason why the media portrays the black man as the thug is anytime a black man gets any kind of high value, whether he's a professional athlete or a CEO, whatever the case may be, dude, white girls flock to those guys. You want to know why? Because black dudes have more game. That's all there is to it. So if a black man with game also has money and has his shit together, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Listen, I could be wrong, right? Like maybe, I don't know, I'm probably being a little bit biased there because I'm a black man and I want to think highly of myself, but I don't know. I think there's some truth to what Sanchez is saying. Sanchez in the tri-state area dropping that knowledge. Shout out to Josh Quick with the $5 super chat. Says, on the other shoe, black men want to mess with high-value white women. We got standards too. Of course. Of course. Listen, you ain't never going to catch me with a busted white girl. Oh, no. I don't do ugly bitches, period. I don't care what your race is. I don't do ugly black girls. I don't do ugly Mexican girls. I damn sure don't do ugly white girls. Dude, to fuck with that. I like femininity and I like beauty. That's what it comes to. Last call of the day. Area code 813. Area code 813. You're on Live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Roger in Tampa, Florida. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, I just want to say you do some great work. Like honestly, when it comes to Redfield content, you're like that fourth dimension that I feel like a lot of MGTOWers or Red Pillars don't really get from a lot of these other guys.
Right.
Just want to say that.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
But I wanted to validate 2 points that you made, and it's how you say that number one, black women are given the right of first refusal.
That's right. Yep. Black women are always the first. What he means by that, guys, is black women get the right of first refusal. As black men, we always choose black women first. My first 3 girlfriends were all black. Black women are our first choice. Even though I was raised on military bases, even though I was raised around white girls, black women always have the right of first refusal. Go ahead. Go ahead, Roger.
And the second point I want to validate is how you're always, well, we all know it. The reason why they panic, the reason why they spit on Kobe Bryant's grave, and all these other athletes that opt out of black women is because in their mind they go, wow, even if these high status guys don't want us, what does that say about, your average, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%. And the way it goes is this, Roger. If a super high status black man gets with a black woman, guess what? She's a top 1%er. She is the creme de la creme, the exception to the rule. So and that just speaks to the lack of quality in our own race. In order for us to even consider black women, she has to be an exquisite specimen. All a white girl has to be is good looking. Now, this isn't to say that professional athletes don't date and marry average-looking white girls. Oh, no, they date hot white girls too. But the fact that most of them who have white girlfriends and wives, that speaks again to the gross lack of quality in our own race. If there were more high-quality black women in our race, then we would date black women. That's how this goes. I'll give you the last word, Roger.
And I'm saying this because there's a phenomenon that I never really thought about it. But when I was going to high school, I went to this really huge RT high school, where everyone, Hispanics, there was just so many. Honestly, it was like a cultural kind of ecstasy. There was you had your goths. It wasn't anything like an inner city school offered. But one thing I noticed was I went to that school and there were a lot of white people, particularly white girls, that from what I'm guessing weren't really around a lot of black people for whatever reason, and they were all drawn to me. I had the the 1960s afro and everything, and you know how that goes. They want to touch it. They want to feel on it. Oh my God, that looks so cool. And but I didn't really pay them too much attention. You know, like you said, black women have the right of first refusal. So I was into all the black girls there.
Sure.
I shot my shot. And, it goes back to what we're always saying, if you're not a thug, if you
ain't hood enough,
if you're not in the streets, you're invisible to most black women.
You're a lame.
And so, yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And I got that whole rundown. So I was like, all right, fuck it. All right, I'm just going to go to people who like me. And
that's
so
right.
I got with all these white girls. They were literally throwing themselves at me. And I guess the black girls took a notice to that. And something odd happened. When they saw that, they started throwing themselves at me.
There you go.
And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? You guys were like rejecting me, calling me a square like goddamn 2 weeks ago. And listening to your show, like I never really paid much attention to that, but that shit, I'm not gonna lie, it fucking made my brain explode because I was like, what the hell's going on right now?
What's going on with that, Roger, is simple pre-selection, right? If a black girl who rejected you before sees that white girls want you, that in essence makes you a high value.
I'm not trying to interrupt you, but it wasn't just one of them. It was all of them.
Oh, wow.
All of them.
Was all of them. Okay,
plural,
so
yeah,
but what this is this is pre-selection on steroids, right? So if these black girls who rejected you saw that now the white girls want you, that makes you high value, not because of anything you did, but because of what the white girls have access to. Black girls know that white girls are at the top of the sexual hierarchy. So if girls at the top of the sexual hierarchy, girls that every man prefers, girls that could have any man they want to, girls who have options want this guy when they could have all those other guys, including that, there must be something about him that we missed. That's why they want you. Again, I talk about this all the time, and thanks for the call, Roger in Tampa. Women are hive-minded creatures. Guess what? The hive mind doesn't see race. If a group of black women sees a black dude and they all, he's lame, he's not a hood nigga, he's not a thug nigga, blah 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 blah, we're gonna reject him, blah 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 blah. All right, that's fine. But if they see that a bunch of white girls all of a sudden want him, now they want him too, because they know that white girls have options. And when women with options are choosing black men, that in essence makes that black man higher value. They can think all they want about him. All these black girls know is that these women who have options are now signing off on black men, which makes us all the more attractive to black women, which makes them pissed off even more when we decide to go with white girls. So it's almost like an envy-hate type of deal. All right, man. Been on the air almost, 2.5 hour show. This was an unbelievable show. We still have 1,500 people watching. Holy shit. This is easily, listen, I've done now 573 of these. This is my most successful show ever. This was blowing me away. So let me shout out my new members here. Southern Israelite, welcome to TSR Towers. Hugh James Davidson, welcome to TSR Towers. The Pool Dark, the 1995 Stoic, welcome to the club. Appreciate you becoming members, all of you. The great Yakul Azorel, I'll just call you DGAE. Welcome to TSR Towers, as well as Rome Nelson. I appreciate you guys all becoming members. XPZX with the $2 super chat says, I get what you're saying. Spitting nothing but facts. Shout out to my super chatters. Playboy Hitch. Cryomancer with the $100 super chat. Oliver Mandote. Phineas Henshaw. Tim Talo with the $400 super chat. Unbelievable. Hugh James Davidson. Dave94. Thomas Conservative. Ashish Kaushik, there's your 200 Indian rupees. He says, very insightful show today, sir. Appreciate that. I do apologize for missing that earlier super chat. I Bramblebush, Charles Merchant, Merciless 6. The Pool Dork, Peter B. Legendary Proof, Southside, The Neg 1, Lexington, Dorian Gray, Liang Bentley, Laborde 1980, Trottis Trotter, Cam, NY Kia 31, that was a very good comment there by you, Warhawk 25, T-Key 4454, Josh Quick, and of course, XPZX. I appreciate all of my super chatters. You guys are unbelievable. You guys are the reason why I'm on the air. Big shout out to all of my callers. Prince in Atlanta, Anon in New York. Stay strong, brother. Do not worry about your dick size. Do not worry about your dick size. Don't sweat it unless you're in the top or bottom 1%, which you clearly are not, so you're good to go. Ian in Santa Barbara, I appreciate your honesty. Efo in Atlanta, Jay in New York, Philip in Las Vegas, Playboy in New Jersey, Danny in New York, Ian in Seattle, Greg in New Jersey, Chris in Chicago. I don't know if he was a troll or a fanboy. Probably both, because most of my trolls are also fanboys. Actually, a pretty good tweet. Big Brandon, CJ in Greenville, North Carolina. Pump in the UP. Robert in Philadelphia. Beastly Nerd in Houston. Kyle, who is also in Houston. I think it's Colorado. Kenneth in Fort Worth. I appreciate your honesty. Seth in Virginia. Jim in Delaware. Sanchez in the tri-state area. And, of course, Roger in Tampa. Guys, this was an unbelievable show. I thank you all for tuning in. Guys, if you want even more of this content, be sure to hit me up on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Have a great weekend, guys. I will see you guys on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Central.